anything except a little security for my husband and myself.
Tina, you don't care if anything happens to Cord. I think what really has you scared is you're afraid Cord's going to find out you've been blackmailing Asa.
No, that'll never happen.
Oh, but if he should find out that he's Clint's son, then he's also going to find out that you've been keeping the truth from him for money. And then what? I think he might drop you like a hot brick.
And you'd really like that, too, wouldn't you? Now, there isn't anybody around who's cruel enough to tell Cord the truth. I mean, Mitch is dead, and Al Roberts is dead, and Richard even left the country.
What about Asa? Maria?
They've got much too much to lose themselves. I'll never tell them. No, there's nobody who'd tell them except...
Except who, Tina?
You wouldn't tell Cord, would you, Pam? And you would lose Asa forever, because he could never forgive you.
Oh, well, I want you to know that I used to think that. But now I'm beginning to think that you're really just keeping Asa and I apart as the lies, not the truth. And if the truth would finally come out, it would clear the air for all of us.
Yeah, and it would destroy my happiness and yours.
Oh, come on, Tina, take a look at me. You think I am really happy? This great big secret about Cord being Clint's son is hanging over our heads like a dark storm cloud. And the faster it goes away, the better for everybody.
Really? The better for who, huh? Who's being selfish now?
Oh.
The way I see it, we now have the factory and all of its profits to split 50-50.
Okay, even if I said yes, which I don't, who would we get to do the work? With Spitz and the warden in jail, there goes our workforce.
The streets are crawling with kids who would process the coke for us. We wouldn't even have to pay them. We could just give them some of the stuff every now and then to keep them happy.
No way, Vince. The cops in the local newspapers are trying to find out where the crack is coming from.
Look, they haven't found any of it yet, have they?
So let's keep it that way. We stop production for now, until this whole thing blows over.
You know, I might feel better about going along with your plan if I knew what happened to the other half of the coke.
What half? What are you talking about?
The stash the cops didn't find when they made their raid.
I put it in a safe place, Vince.
Safe for who?
Man, I'm not gonna touch it. Nobody is.
Hey, look, if you're even thinking about taking that stash and making a run for it.
Do what? Man, I'm not the stupid kid you think I am. I know how to write, you know what I mean?
What's that supposed to mean?
I wrote a little letter, Vince. It starts out, in the event of my death. Do you like it so far? It gets better. You're in it. I make it real clear who killed Susan Bates and who planted the drug in Dorian Lord's, the bomb in Dorian Lord's apartment.
You're bluffing.
You believe that if you want. But I'm warning you, Vince. If any harm comes to me, that letter gets opened. And then you fry.
Oh, my word, will you look at that? Isn't that beautiful? Did you boys make that wonderful sign all by yourselves? Yeah. Did you? It's great. And I know that Jessica appreciates it very, very much. Here, let me sit down, and then you two can get a real close-up view of your new sister. Jessica, can I introduce you to your brothers? Look at this. This is Kevin, and this is Joey. Those are your brothers. Isn't she neat? Look, she's got fingers and toes and everything.
Now can we take her out to play?
Now, Bridget, I expect the trunk to arrive in Belle Jour within a week of my departure.
Yes, Mrs. Sanders.
And because the road leading up to the villa is very rough and winding, the trunk will have to be packed securely.
By the time it gets to France, there won't even be a lipstick broken.
Bridget, did you see the ravishing creature who was out on the terrace? Why, there she is.
Jamie, darling. I thought with all your new interests, especially the female ones, you'd forgotten your Grams.
What? Never. You're the only woman in my life, Elizabeth Sanders, the belle of Belle Jour.
If you think your usual flattery can get around me, you're quite right. But not for long. Jamie, you won't be seeing me for a while, but There's something I want you to do while I'm away.
I promise I'll write at least once a week.
No. I expect that, but that isn't what I had in mind. You have wasted a great deal of time and money trying to live down your family's good name.
Grams, do we have
Hush. It's time you stopped avoiding your mother and father and started living up to your considerable potential.
I'm trying my best. I really...
Trying isn't good enough. Not for us Sanders. Jamie, you know how much faith I have in you. Of all my grandchildren, I've always felt closest to you, so if there's any way I can help you, anything you need, just write. You know you can always tell me anything.
I guess you're right. I always have told you everything, haven't I?
I hope you always will.
Well, Gramps, there is something that I've been trying to get off my chest, but I don't know who to tell. I don't know who I can trust except you.
What a dear thing to say. And I know I can trust you, too. I know you'd never do anything to disappoint me. Now, what is it?
Oh, it's no big deal, really. It's just I have some things I need to store in the basement. A garment bag.
Garment bag?
Yeah, it's just in the car. It's just got some summer clothes and suits in it and things. But I thought while you were away, you wouldn't mind if I...
My dear boy, of course there's plenty of room to store your things.
Great. I'll go and get it. I'll be right back.
Jamie.
Everything is fine. Really, it's great.
Oh, Bridget, if my son should call, please tell him I want to see him before I leave town.
Why don't you tell him yourself, Mother?
Oh, it's all right, Bridget. The ambassador has just arrived.
You didn't really think I'd let you get away to Europe without a goodbye kiss, did you?
There must be something in my stars today. First, Jamie stopped by to wish me bon voyage, and now you.
Yes, I saw his car in the drive, and Mother, you look wonderful.
3 generations of Sanders here in the house all at the same time. Oh, that pleases me more than I can say.
You know, what pleases me just as much is that Jamie made a point of stopping over. He's actually becoming a very considerate young man.
Yes, he is. I just wish I had more time to talk to him. Well, Charles, have you repaired the rift between you and your wife?
Mother, she has a name. It's Judith. And after all these years, you might at least try to remember it.
How can I forget? The greatest mistake you ever made was marrying her.
Well, then why do you insist on a reconciliation?
My dear Charles, it's really very simple. If you are to become a United States Senator, which you will, my dear, then you simply cannot afford a divorce.
Stop it, Tina. I've heard this a million times from Asa. Hold your tongue. Keep a secret. Don't tell anybody. Lie for me. Let me tell you something. I've done it for months, and the only person who seems to get hurt about this is me.
Well, great. So now you want to hurt other people, is that
I'm
it?
just not going to protect you and all your lies from the consequences you pull on yourself.
Oh, I see. Okay, so now you're going to decide who's happy and who's not, huh? Who wins, who loses, who lives, who dies?
The only thing that's going to die is my marriage. And it's your lies that are going to kill it. And Tina, I'm not going to let that happen.
Yeah, well, what about my marriage?
Oh, well, you can expect whatever you want for lying to your husband and keeping the truth from him all the time.
I am protecting him, and if you cared about anybody but
Tina,
yourself...
you are not protecting anybody but yourself like you always do. And this time it is going to backfire on you because Cord is going to find out Clint is his father. And he is going to find out that you're the one that's been keeping the truth from him for money. And then, Tina, you watch out.
No. No, because we are closer than ever, and there is nothing that could ever happen between us that would make Cord turn his back on me.
Because all the weeks I've been angry at you, and all I can feel is just pity.
Well, I don't need your pity, and I certainly don't need any lectures from you on how to have a happy marriage.
Tina, why don't you tell him before somebody else does? There is still time.
I think it's absolutely wonderful that you boys want to take Jessica out to play. I think she's just a tiny bit too little for that yet.
Then what's she good for?
She's good for looking at and loving, watching over and taking care of. And if we do take care of her very, very well, all of us, including you two, she'll grow up to be healthy and happy and strong. And then she'll be very happy to play in your games with you. Now, you think you can wait that long?
I want to take her on my pony.
Now look. There's not time for that right now. But one of these days, real soon, she's going to be riding right by your side, kid.
Hey, but you know, Kevin, you have a cousin, Sammy, who would love to play with both of you guys.
That's right. Tell you what, I'm going to put her in her bassinet. Let her get used to her new surroundings, okay? Kevin, honey, would you take that and put it on the table? Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, darling. Come on, love, let's go lie down.
So cute.
Isn't she an angel? Come on, baby. Come on, you can lie down right here. That's a girl. I'm going to roll you over. That's a good girl. That's a girl. Whoop. There you go. Okay. Good girl.
Oh, Mr. Buchanan, would you like me to take the boys out to play now?
In a minute, Kim. Right now, I want them to understand a little bit more about what to expect.
Yeah, like she's no fun.
Well, now, wait a minute. There's more to it than that. You see, there's going to be times when your baby sister's going to cry. Sometimes when you least expect it. Like in the middle of the night.
And a lot of other times, too.
And at those times, Mommy and Daddy are going to have to hold her and walk with her and sing to her. And you two might feel just a little bit left out. Just a little while.
But that's just because we're taking care of Jessica. Doesn't mean we're not going to be spending time with you guys.
I think what we're both trying to say is that there's plenty of love to go around in this house, right?
Right.
And even though we have Jessica, doesn't mean that we don't love you anymore. It simply means that we now have 3 terrific children to love. There's plenty of love for you, and for Jessica.
Mm-hmm. So what we're putting to you is this. Will you guys help your mom and me take care of Jessica? Because we can't do it without you.
You can count on us.
No.
Oh, that's my boys. You know something? I haven't had one single hug from either one of you.
Get over
And
it.
it's time. Come here, you. Oh, I missed you when I was away. I love you. Whoa, you all right?
Yeah.
I got you right in the head. How are you, darling? I missed you.
Excuse us, but is Miss Jessica Buchanan receiving?
Yes, she certainly is. Tom, how are you? Please come in. Hello, Maria.
I didn't want to disturb your homecoming, but Tom said he couldn't wait to see Jessica, and frankly, neither could I.
Vicky, I'm so happy for you. Now, inasmuch as I am Joe Riley's twin brother, that makes me Joey and Kevin's uncle, right? And Mary Lynn is their cousin? Mm-hmm. And just exactly what is our relationship with a little Jessica there?
No relationship.
No relationship. Yeah, well, we love her just the same, and this is just a little something to say. Welcome, Jessica.
Thank you, and please thank Mary Lynn for me, too.
I will.
One of these days, I'll be able to tell Jessica the very special part you two played in getting her born.
I hope she's just half as grateful as I am.
Oh, please, please. I just want another peek at that little beauty.
Well, there she is.
Vicky, I'd like to wish you and Jessica all the happiness in the world.
That's very kind of you, thank you.
And to you, Clint, congratulations.
Well, take a look at my beautiful daughter there.
Look at her, Maria.
Our beautiful daughter.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh, she certainly is.
So how are you two doing? Come over here and sit with me.
Well, they've been whispering in my ears that all Jessica does is lie there and make bubbles. I do have a snack waiting in the kitchen, if that's all right.
Yes, I think it's just fine. You guys have been very, very patient. But please don't go too far away, all right? Because I'm going to need your help.
Not diapers.
No, I'm not going to ask you to change diapers. Not quite yet. You will soon. But you'll have to be around in case she starts to get fussy. You'll have to make her laugh and play with her and tickle her and stuff like that, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. Off you go.
Come on, Joey. Let's go have some snack.
Maria, are you going to hold on to that all day? That?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh, this is for Jessica. Thanks.
Oh, say thank you, Jessica. You didn't have to do this. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Oh.
Look, sweetheart, isn't it? Well, what is it?
It's a christening gown, Maria. It's beautiful.
This was especially made for Cordero in Mexico. I thought Clint and Vicky and Jessica would like to have it.
What a thoughtful gift. Isn't it, sweetheart?
Maria, you shouldn't have done that. We can't possibly accept such a priceless family heirloom.
Oh, after all the kindness you've shown to me and Cord ever since we moved to Landview, Vicky, please, this is my way of saying thank you.
Well, if it means that much to you, Maria, how can we not accept it in the spirit in which it was given?
Clint, I'm going to use Kevin's christening dress for Jessica.
Well, so we just start a new tradition, sweetheart. I mean, who knows? Jessica can pass this on to her children. Wouldn't that be something?
And you know what I say, Vicky, a young lady can never have too many dresses.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause a problem.
Problem? What problem? Take a look at this child here. Now, how can there be a problem in the world when there's something this perfect?
You all right?
I'm sure that Maria just wanted to give you something special for baby.
Yes, perhaps in her own way she did.
I'll get the door.
Thank you, Delilah.
Well, just imagine all the protection that Jessica's going to get when Kevin and Joey grow up, huh? In the meantime, consider all the sibling rivalry.
Thanks a lot. You trying to cheer me up by any chance?
Yes, ma'am. Is that all right?
Allison, what can I do for you?
Actually, I'm here to see Mrs. Buchanan.
Nothing new.
Don't patronize me, dear. You want to win, or don't you?
All right, Mother. I have already taken your advice, you see. Judith and I are back together.
Excellent. Nothing could make me happier.
You never cease to amaze me. Here you are trying to urge me to keep my marriage together when for years you fought against it.
Don't second-guess your mother. Now, there's one more detail to cover. While I'm in the south of France, I want you and Judith to move back into the mansion.
Here? But I was planning to take a penthouse in town.
No. You must establish yourself as the social and cultural hub of the community. You know, parties, meetings, charities, that sort of thing. Not to mention presenting at least the semblance of a close-knit, loving family.
Mother, you are once again forgetting my wife. She's never quite forgiven you, you know, for not accepting her into the family. She may very well refuse to move into this house.
Charles, if she loves you, she will do it. She must do it.
I'll see what I can do. If we are to become a family, and I mean in every sense of the word, why not? This might be a very good place to return to the old homestead,
Dad, are you serious? You and Mom aren't going to move here.
Good morning, Pamela. Ready to go?
Good morning. We don't have to rush off to Lanfear, do we? Sit down. Tell me what's been going on with you recently.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I've been doing a lot of thinking about my new granddaughter.
Our granddaughter, don't you mean? Oh, Asa, I just can't wait to see her at home with Jessica Ann and all that family and love around her.
I'm not complaining, Pamela, but this new mood catches me by surprise.
Why? You know how much I love children.
Yeah, but you've been very angry at me, and am I thinking wrong that maybe you have a change of heart?
Well, I guess that depends on you. Whether you've decided to give up all the lies and deception.
A man cannot change his spots overnight. I'll tell you what, we'll go see the baby, we'll go to the mansion, we'll have a nice talk.
Well, I'm more than willing to talk, but I'm not willing to negotiate, Asa. If this marriage is going to work, then it's going to have to be based on trust and honesty, otherwise it won't happen.
Well, honey, I believe in honesty, but there's something to be said for understanding and compassion.
No, stop. Just please don't, Asa. Let's not argue. Today is supposed to be a beautiful, happy day with the family, and please, let's not get into an argument.
Yes, ma'am. Would you be kind enough to join me in seeing our new granddaughter?
Yes, sir. I'd be honored. Get a present. Wait till you see what I got.
You have another visitor.
Allison!
I didn't mean to interrupt your party, Mrs. Buchanan.
No.
Sweetheart, let me handle this.
No, it's all right. Remember I told you Allison and I had a very nice chat last night. You're very welcome here.
Oh, thank you. I won't stay long. I just came to return this to you.
My scarf! Where did you find it?
You'll never believe it, but it was under your bed in your hospital room.
I looked there. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, I am so pleased to have it back. Thank you. It was my very favorite scarf, and you were very sweet to bring it back in person.
Well, I must admit that I did have an ulterior motive in mind. I wanted to see that beautiful baby just one more time.
Well, you go right ahead and look. Oh, let me introduce you first to her friends and family. May I introduce Allison Perkins, Maria Roberts, Tom Dennison.
Allison, how are you?
Of course, you know Clint. This is Delilah Garrison. Allison.
Come on, let's check out the guest of honor.
Hey, everybody, how you going?
Good, Tina. I'm so glad you could come by.
Oh, we wouldn't miss seeing the chance to see Miss Jessica in her new home.
Well, there she is.
Well, wait. First of all,
up.
we got the presents here to start divvying out. Kevin, Joe, you guys want to help me with this?
More junk for Jessica. Jessica gets everything.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, no, wait just a minute, guys. Let Cord finish, okay?
Yeah, it's a good thing I asked you guys to help me out because those presents belong to you two.
Me and Joey?
That's what that means. You know, little sisters aren't the only ones that get presents all the time. Big brothers are entitled to some too. Go ahead, dig in.
Come on, guys. What do you say?
Thanks, Cord. Thank you, Tina.
Oh, you're very welcome. But actually, you should thank Cord because I have to admit it was his idea.
It was wonderful of you thinking of boys too, Cord. Thank you. And you too, Tina.
Yeah, I figured if I got me a little sister, I'd be feeling a little left out about now myself.
Snappy present.
Cord, honey, look at the baby.
Short to you.
Oh, man, Clint, I tell you, she gets more beautiful every time I see her. You two are really blessed, you know that?
Thank you, yes.
Boy, it must be some feeling, you know, to bring the baby home and it's just the mother, the baby, and the father, too.
She's so tiny and vulnerable. I wonder if she has any idea how grand her surroundings are.
And she hasn't even seen the best part yet, her nursery.
I bet it puts the one at the hospital to shame.
Well, why don't you go and have a look for yourself?
Oh, no, Mrs. Buchanan, I don't want to impose.
That's absolutely no imposition. I'd be delighted to have you see it. But, Delilah, maybe you could take her on the grand tour, huh?
Oh, Vicki, I would, but I've got to go pick up Sammy, and then I've got to meet Rafe.
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
No, don't. That's fine. You tell Rafe to come by here whenever he wants to. I expect to see him, okay?
I will, for sure. Oh, you
Bye, hon.
take care, and don't do too much.
I won't. I won't.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure.
Love to Sammy and Rafe.
Okay, thanks.
Tom, I wonder if I could impose on you. Allison hasn't seen the nursery, and I know you know the way around Landfair.
Well, fear not. I have become something of an authority on Landfair and its layout. Please. Oh, Maria, why don't you join us?
Yes, Maria, why don't you? You seem to be becoming quite an authority on Landfair, too, these days.
I'd be happy to. Come on with me, Allison.
Thank you. Heed the messenger. I must memorize this house, every door, every window, every room.
Allison, are you with us?
Oh, yes, of course.
Together, bulldozer picks up the dirt and then the pickup just carts it away.
It's absolutely amazing, you know that. He really seems to know just exactly what they needed, just like a big brother.
Yeah, well, Cord is wonderful with all children.
No doubt about it. Maria's got herself a heck of a boy.
Vicky. Vicky, this is lovely. Cord, look. Look, isn't this adorable?
Yeah, it sure is. Wow.
Well, this must have been in the family for ages, huh?
Oh, yes, it was. But not our family. Cordero, that is your christening gown. Your mother has given it to Jessica.
She has? That's real strange. Mel usually holds on to things like that.
Well, maybe you could lend it to us when we have our child.
Without a doubt, you will have it.
Well, another wing of the family heard from. Dee Dee, Pete, welcome to Jessica's house.
Starting to look that way. How you doing? So where's my niece?
Oh, she's right over here. Excuse me, Tina.
Oh, Vicky, it's got to be great to have her home.
Yep. Best part is that she's surrounded by all her friends and family.
I bet. Pete, come and see this little angel.
Oh, no, not until I give the proud father a little present here. Oh, there you go.
Thank you. You didn't have to. Oh, I did. Oh, honey, look at this. Whoa, look at this.
An Irish fisherman sweater?
Well, she's Irish to me. Let me see that little rugrat.
Thank you.
Where is she? Where's the most wonderful grandchild a man ever had?
Paul. Pamela. Now the party is complete.
Oh, thank you. There's no place else we'd rather be. Right, Pam? Pamela?
And what's so surprising about the family living in the family home? We do have your approval, son.
Yes, of course you do.
So you want to see this big old mansion remain empty, is that it?
No, I think it would be a great idea if Mom and Dad moved here. I just don't know if she's going to go for it.
Well, we'll see. But the decision will be Judith's.
Yeah. And I have the feeling I know how she'll decide. Judith does love her parties. Well, what better place in which to host them?
And what better place for us all to be together again than in the family home? And son, that includes you.
Yes. Jamie and I have already had a discussion about that, haven't we?
Yes, we have. And I don't intend to disappoint you. Well, I should go get my things out of the basement.
Oh, my dear, there's plenty of room for your parents' belongings and your silly garment bag.
I know, but it's probably...
No. Oh, I know. Take it up to the blue bedroom. It might inspire you to move back in.
I doubt it.
Please, I insist.
Well, all right. If it's going to make you happy, but then I'm shoving off.
But not without a goodbye kiss. Be independent, my boy. Be your own man by all means. But don't forget, you're a Sanders, first, last, and always.
Yeah, Grams, I sure can't forget that.
Mrs. Sanders, the car's all packed. We can leave for the airport whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Wayne.
Have a wonderful trip.
Bye-bye, son.
Well, Charles, would you care to join me on the ride to the airport? It gives us a chance to talk further.
Well, thank you, Mother. I would enjoy that. But I have, business to attend to in town.
Very well. Then I'll leave you with the final thought.
If it has anything to do with Judith, I will handle it.
It's about Dorian Lord. You have read about her ordeal in prison, I trust.
Yes, we all have.
Now, there is a woman of substance. A genuine heroine in this world of the second rate.
She does seem to be the real thing, doesn't she?
Just the sort of person an ambitious politician should cultivate, don't you agree? She has power, influence, charisma.
Not to mention a pretty face.
Count on you to mention that. No, the point is, Charles, Dorian Lord could prove to be extremely useful in laying the groundwork for your political future. Invest wisely, my son.
But all this for one lucky little girl.
Clint must have bought out every toy store in London.
I guess so.
This is a huge house. How do they hear little Jessica when she cries?
I can answer that one.
Oh, Kim, I'd like you to meet Allison Perkins. She was one of the nurses at the hospital for Vicky.
Nice to meet you, Allison. Well, I guess my work starts where yours ended.
Kim is the children's governess.
Oh, well then you must have to stand outside that door all the time.
Not really. You see this intercom on the wall? Well, it's connected to my room, to the master bedrooms, of course, and to the library, and to some other rooms in the house.
So if the baby cries, she's bound to be heard.
Well, Jessica is one lucky little girl.
Shall we go back and join the others?
Have you seen enough, Ellison?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's go, shall we?
Thanks, Kim.
I know why you wanted to come. You knew that snake O'Neill would be here.
Is that what you really think?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Hi, Pete. Dee Dee.
Hi, Pam. We didn't expect to run into you here, did we, Dee Dee?
Well, I'm getting used to running into Pam almost anywhere. Excuse me.
I was just, wondering, didn't expect to see you here either.
Well,
We had an invitation. We wanted to come see the baby. You still with Asa?
Well, I'm still living at the Vernon Inn.
Glad to hear that. Oh, I get it. Another game for hubby, huh?
Pete.
Look, no. Next time you have a fight with Asa, you leave me out of it, all right?
Pete, please.
Pa, this is supposed to be a happy occasion.
How do you expect me to react when you invite the double-dealing gigolo O'Neill here?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Just, if you're thinking of starting any trouble or causing any problems, why don't you just go on home? This is supposed to be Jessica's day.
When you're right, you're right. I'm going to hold that magnificent creature.
Excuse me. Now, be gentle, Paul.
I know how to hold a Buchanan baby. Jessica Ann Buchanan, we're going to be so proud of you.
You know, sometimes Asa can seem almost human.
I thought you weren't ever going to talk to me again.
Yeah, well, for the family's sake, I can be civil if you can.
Ace is wonderful with children, but he's not the only one. Don't lose him, Tina.
Lay off me, will you?
Well, you lay off Pamela, all right? Ace is paranoid as it is.
Let me tell you something. I'm a little tired of friends and family telling me how I'm supposed to feel.
I just want you to take it slow, that's all.
Look, I already put the brakes on. Or should I say Pamela put them on for me.
Come on, sweetheart. She only meant it as a token of friendship.
I don't really care how she meant it. She's not the only one with feelings around here.
Whose feelings have been hurt? Tell me.
Well, there's Cord for one. That christening gown was his, to give away or to pass on to his own child, as he chose.
You told Tina that she could have it back. And look at him. Does Cord look like he's upset?
All right, I'm the one that's upset, okay? It was much too personal, the gift. It's not as if she's a member of our family.
Oh, no, wait a minute, honey. This isn't like you. Since when do we parcel out love around here? Now, the way I see it is Maria just cares about our daughter, and that puts her in pretty good company, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think she could have shown it another way.
Honey, let's not argue about this, not when I have to leave tomorrow.
Where are you going?
I figured with all the excitement you might forget the National Press Association.
Oh, no.
I don't like it any more than you do, but I told them I'd be there.
Excuse me, but I have done my share of sitting through award dinners, so I'd be happy to take your place, Clint, if you like.
Thank you, Tom, but I'm scheduled to be a speaker.
You won't be alone, Vicki. You've got Tim and the boys and the staff around.
Well, I'd feel a lot better if it weren't Heron's night off.
Oh, that doesn't worry me, and I'm sure we'll survive one night without you. I'll wait up for you and hear how this...
No, you shouldn't wait up. You're going to need your rest. And, I'll probably have to take the last flight out of New York, and I'm going to get in very late.
Fear not. Mary Lynn and we're just over here in the carriage house, so anything you want, Vicki. Don't worry about it.
Mrs. Buchanan, I think that you've probably had enough company for the day, so I'm going to get going now.
Thank you very much for bringing the scarf, Allison.
Oh, well, it was my pleasure. And I wish both you and Mr. Buchanan much joy in the future with Jessica. Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll have it. Let me show you to the door, Allison.
Good night.
Good night, Allison.
Well, Maria, Cord's christening gown, eh? Better be careful or your true feelings will start to show.
What are you trying to say now, Tina?
Oh, why don't you just look in a mirror? You see, what is it they say? That your heart is in your eyes every time you look at Clint.
Tina, do you know what happens to people who think the worst?
No, what?
They usually get it.
Time to go.
We only just got here.
I've had a bellyful of you staring at O'Neill. We are leaving.
Then all right, you go. But I haven't had a chance to kiss the baby or say hello to Vicki.
Maybe you haven't had a chance to say hello to O'Neill and get him a kiss, eh?
Well, if that's what you really think, don't let me disappoint you. Pete, how's that baby? Oh, she's darling.
This is another attempt to make Asa jealous.
Asa is leaving. I just wanted to know about your family.
My family.
Yeah, how's Connie?
She's fine.
Good. Asa, why are you leaving so soon?
Why? Take a look at your uncle and my wonderful wife. Do you need any more explanation, huh?
No, I really like the landscapes the best, but portraits, Excuse me, I suddenly have a terrible headache. Oh, Dee Dee, I'm sorry. Look, I have some aspirin in my purse. No, I don't need aspirin. I really would like to go home, please.
Oh, okay, but Ace is left, so Pam's going to need a ride to the Vernon Inn.
Could you take a cab? It's really killing me. Of course I can take a cab. Come on, get a headache.
No.
Somehow.
Look, you're coming with us. I'm not going to take no for an answer now. Let's just find Vicky and say goodbye, all of us.
All right. Over here.
Mr. Buchanan, would you like me to take Jessica to the nursery now?
Good idea, Kim. We don't want to wear Jessica out her first day home. Yes. Okay.
That has got to be the most incredible feeling in the whole world, huh? Holding your own child in your own two hands like that. A man could have the whole world, but it wouldn't make any difference compared to something like that.
Honey, what would you say if I said that I wanted to make you as happy as Clint is right now?
I'd say that would take a heap of doing right about now, honey. Tina, are you trying to tell me something?
Well, I've been thinking about it ever since you mentioned it, and I don't want to wait that long, honey. I want to have your baby right now.
Honey, I don't know what to say here. What made you change your mind?
Well, nothing. I mean, all I've ever wanted was to make you happy and to keep you with me forever.
Honey, how many times have I got to tell you that you were going to be with me forever, with or without a baby?
I know, but the baby would bring us so much closer together. I don't know, watching Vicky and Clint and little Jessica. I want that same kind of security they have.
Man, if I live to be 100 years, I don't think I'll ever figure you out. Well, come on, girl. What are we waiting for?
Really wasn't necessary for Pete to park the car and say he was going to walk me all the way up to my door.
Well, I agree.
How's your headache?
It'll be fine once I get home. Thank you. Oh, Pete, good. You're here. Can we go home now, please?
Yeah, as soon as I take Pam up to her room.
Pete, it really isn't necessary. Dee Dee has a headache. Go on, take her home. I'm fine. I'm home.
All right, fine. But if you need anything, you call, all right?
Right, I will. Does he always worry about people like this?
No. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks a lot for bringing me back.
Yeah.
Nice party, huh?
Someday. Tom was right. I'm going upstairs to take a nap.
Right after we go upstairs and take a look at our beautiful daughter.
Good
Just one more
idea.
peek? Yeah. Okay, Ma?
Okay, Paul. Careful. Whoa. I'm bushed.
It works. But I can't do anything until tomorrow. Then I will do what the messenger wants. I will come back, and I will go to the nursery, and I will get the baby.
It is still no today.
John, I am not trying to embarrass you. Far from it. I just want to show my audience that there is such a thing as modern-day heroics.
A, Dorian, I am not a hero. B, I am a private. Now underline that, private investigator. But I won't be for very long if you got my kisser all over the TV screen.
And what a gorgeous kisser it is, too.
Sweetheart, look, I'm sorry. You're going to have to get yourself another guest.
John, how can you do this to me? I mean, you are absolutely the backbone of the story of my stay at Statesville. Besides which, it'll be good for your business. Your phone won't stop ringing for months.
When are you going to get it through your head, Dorian? I will not be anyone's monkey on a stick. Not even yours.
You talking about a monkey on a stick? John, you wouldn't know a golden opportunity if it came and kicked down your door.
I know when I'm being used to boost your ratings.
Used? When did you get so sensitive? I'm not using you. I'm just trying to give you the chance to enhance your reputation.
Well, my reputation is doing just fine on its own.
I'm not saying that it isn't. It's just that when you go on air and you talk about how you went undercover to protect me and how you broke up that crack ring, you're just going to have a chance to become something more than just a private detective.
Just a private detective, huh? Is that what you think of me, Dorian?
No, not at all. I didn't...
Yeah, well, let me tell you something, lady. I am damn proud of what I do, even if you're not.
I am proud of what you do. You've saved my life more than once. But the show would be wonderful, John. I was thinking of telling some of the cuter anecdotes of what went on at Statesville Prison. You know, the first time that you walked down the cell block and some of the less inhibited lady inmates were shouting, "Hey, hunk, hey, stud."
Yeah. Well, I wasn't too thrilled about it then, and I'm even less thrilled now.
But it will make for magnificent television.
Well, Dorian, I tell you what, you go on the air and you make all the magnificent television you want. Tell your cute little anecdotes with Matron Spitz and the inmates and anybody else you damn well please. But leave me the hell out of it, huh?
What's wrong with her? She want a bottle or what?
No, you'll get used to her.
Here.
Come here, John. Oh, come on. I know you love your daddy. It just takes a bit of getting used to, doesn't it? Oh, that's a girl. What a girl.
Jessie.
Yeah, she loves her daddy. Okay. Now.
She's not angry because I'm leaving, is she? Oh, Maria, what's up?
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, not at all.
I just thought I'd come by and see how the new mother is doing.
Come on. That's a girl.
Will you clean? Oh, yeah, sure. You're a great help. How these pillows look, Dee? What do you think?
Nice.
Gorgeous.
No, that one. Put that over.
What?
That over on the corner.
You know, all the dirty tricks, that's the lowest. Somebody turn off that music, will you?
What's wrong with you?
You know, all day long I've been trying to figure out where I know that guy from.
What guy?
The guy who had his eye on Pam at the Vernon Inn. I'm driving home today, and it dawns on me. His name is Louis Garber. A couple months ago, I was at the DA's office, and he was applying for a job as a detective.
So?
So he's got a new employer, Asa Buchanan.
Well, why do you say that?
Why do I say that? It's the only thing that makes any sense. Ace has hired him. He's put a tail on Pam because Ace is paranoid and he thinks that Pam and I are having an affair.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
I'll tell you what I'm doing. Ace is paranoid. I'm going to give him something to be paranoid about.
What?
Look, come on, let's get over here, sit down, and we'll talk about it.
There's nothing to talk about. I'm not moving into your mother's house.
She left for Europe last night. The whole place is empty. We'll have it all to ourselves.
I'm sorry, but I value my independence too much. I'm not beholding to your mother, so tell her thanks, but no thanks.
I am not doing this for Mother. This is the perfect place for us right now. It's large enough for you to have your privacy, and it's still a warm and intimate home.
But it's not our home.
It could be. Judith, I was opposed to it myself at first, and then I started thinking about it. And I remembered how much you like the gardens,
Well, yes, I do.
And entertaining. The ballroom has been gathering dust for several years now, and I know just the person to bring that back to its former glory.
Our own ballroom? Well, it'd be fun.
Yes. And best of all, we'd see a lot more of Jamie.
Don't tell me Jamie agreed to move in.
Well, not entirely, but he's keeping a few things in one of the bedrooms. Maybe between us, we could convince him to move in the rest of the way.
Well, I'll think about it, but I'm not promising anything.
Think about it. That's all I ask. Well, there is one other thing.
Uh-huh. What could that be?
It's a simple request, nothing special, and if you think it's too much trouble, I'll ask your brother myself.
What do you want from him?
I understand that he's very close to Dorian Lord, and I just thought that he might be able to arrange an introduction for me, that's all.
Really? What is this sudden interest in Dorian Lord?
Darling, as a grateful citizen, I just wanted to shake the hand of the lady who almost single-handedly exposed the drug ring at Statesville Prison.
Charles, why do I have the funny feeling there's an ulterior motive?
Judith, why do I have the funny feeling that you don't entirely trust me?
Sense? Could the fact that you went to see your mother before she went to the south of France have anything to do with your sudden interest in Dorian Ward?
Darling, despite what you may think, my mother does not control my decisions.
So she didn't suggest that you cultivate the local heroine. Let me see, how would she phrase it? The lady is a force to be reckoned with in Landview, socially, politically, and of course, economically.
I have never denied my political ambitions. Dorian Lord is just another person in this town who might be very advantageous to know.
Well. It isn't America's happiest couple. So, what's the fight about this time?
Why do you think we're fighting, John?
Well, you're in the same room, aren't you?
Oh, that's funny.
Thanks, Jack. Oh, you know, I forgot. You hate that nickname, don't you?
No, you didn't. That's why you used it. Would you like to do your sister a favor?
Well, it depends on the favor, knowing you.
Charles seems to be very interested in the heroics of your lady friend. Do you suppose you could set up a meeting?
Dorian and Charles? That's a fascinating combination.
I'm delighted it amuses you. Can you deliver or not?
Well, since you asked so nicely, Charlie, I'm not sure. You see, Dorian and I aren't speaking at the moment.
They always said it wouldn't last.
I hate to disappoint you, Judith, but it's just a temporary setback. You see, I had to refuse an appearance on her talk show, and she took it rather personally.
Why on earth would Dorian want to put you, of all people, on her show?
Well, strange as it may seem, Charlie, the lady thinks I'm a hero. Now, I tried to tell her that it was all just in a day's work, but, well, she wanted all of Landview to hear about what I did.
Dorian isn't my favorite person, but if she's going to sing your praises, it's rather rude to refuse her.
Yeah, maybe it is. TV interviews aren't in my job description. But then again, she'll probably just gnash her teeth over it for a while and get another guest to fill the spot.
You know, excuse me, but I've just remembered I have a luncheon meeting.
It's rather late for lunch, isn't it?
Oh, did I say lunch? I meant drinks. Judith, do think about moving in, please. John, thanks very much.
Yeah, John. Now, what's this about moving in together?
Oh, Charles thinks that he and I should move into his mother's house while she's in Europe.
You and Charlie in the same house? Huh? Breathing the same air? You gotta be kidding me. Was this his idea, or did it come from the matriarch herself?
John, she doesn't control his every move, you know.
Oh, no, I hear he learned to tie his own shoes.
Charles and I happen to be getting on very well, thank you.
Well, I can believe that. You all usually do get along nicely until he finds another skirt to chase and one of your best friends ends up telling you about it.
He's changed. Well, I think maybe this time he has. Anyway, if there's some chance we can work it out, you won't begrudge me my happiness, will you?
Judith, you know that all I want for you is happiness, no matter how much we might disagree. But you know, if Charlie remains true to...
John, I thought we agreed not to get involved in each other's personal lives. I don't bring up Dorian, do I?
You just did.
Well, it's a very hard subject to avoid. I mean, you saw how anxious he is to meet her.
Yeah, well, shades of Mother Sanders.
And I really would appreciate it if the both of you gave that lady a very wide berth.
It was good of you to stop by, Maria. Wasn't it, Vicky?
Yes, it certainly was, although I have come to expect it, I must say.
Well, I was wondering if you might want someone to help with the baby so you could take a break.
Actually, Clint and I were enjoying being alone with Jessica, just the two of us. Since he's leaving for New York in a little while, we were trying to spend as much time as we possibly could with Jessica alone.
Oh, of course. Well, I don't want to spoil your plans. I'll just be on my way.
You're not spoiling anything. Sit down. We'll have Heron bring in some tea.
Another time. Thanks. Bye, Vicky. Bye, Jessica.
Bye, Maria.
Honey, that wasn't like you. In fact, it was downright rude. What have you got against Maria anyway?
Can't go charging over to Aces without proof.
I'm telling you, I know the guy's on Ace's payroll.
You don't know that. You don't know that at all. In fact, this isn't even Ace's style. If he thought you were having an affair with his wife, he'd get a shotgun, not a private detective.
That's true.
No, it's not. Ace just blows hot air. The man's paranoid.
Well, then maybe I'm a little paranoid, too, because you're certainly acting like a man that's having an affair.
Yeah, you know, I have to side with Dee Dee on that. If you really care about Pam, you'll keep your cool till you have all the facts. Otherwise, you're going to cause more harm than good.
All right. Maybe you're right. But just because I can't prove it right now doesn't mean I have to stop trying. I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to make a couple of phone calls, and I'm going to find out exactly who Garber's working for. And when I prove that he's working for Asa, Asa's going to have a lot of explaining to do.
To the winner. No, wait a minute. Devil's Den didn't just win today. He destroyed the competition.
Well, to the destroyer, then.
Now you're talking.
There you go.
And this time, the horse wasn't drugged.
Yeah.
I put my foot in it that time, didn't I?
No, it's okay, Brad. I don't need anybody to remind me of the terrible things that Daddy's done. He'll be paying a long time for his crimes.
Yeah, but there's no reason for you to keep paying. It was a stupid thing for me to say. Forgive me?
Now, I'd be pretty ungrateful to blame you for one remark. After all you've done for Baron Stables, come on.
Well, there's only one race.
No, but it's one of many thanks to you. You have made Daddy Stables the home of champions now. You brought in the best jockeys and the right trainers and grooms and just brought the whole thing together.
I'm just doing the job you hired me for, that's all.
The one good decision I've made. I wish I could run the pharmaceutical end of Baron Enterprises half as well.
Well, look, if there's anything I can do, I know there's a world of difference between life at the boardroom and life at the track, but if I can help out somehow.
You've just been so kind to me.
You don't know me very well. I'm not kind.
Oh,
I'm ambitious
come
as hell, but not kind. I used to run a very successful modeling agency, though, and granted it wasn't a multi-million-dollar conglomerate, but good management is good management, right?
Well, I appreciate the offer, Brad, but I think it's just too late.
Why? What's going on down there?
Quite frankly, things are a shambles. You see, I tried to warn Dad that I didn't think I was right for taking over the company, but he didn't trust anybody outside of the family.
Well, I think you did the brave thing in accepting the chairmanship.
Brave and dumb. Brad, I wanted my dad to be so proud of me, but I failed him. Our company is just primed up for a hostile takeover. Somebody can swoop in and take over my father's life's work, my grandfather's, and there's absolutely nothing that I can do about it.
Come on, it can't be as bad as all that.
Here, am I shaking like an emotional female? I'm sorry.
Hey, frankly, you look pretty good to me. Come on, tell me what's going on down at the boardroom.
Well, our main problem seems to be research and development.
Oh, this is short notice. It's just I want to give Councilman Murphy the chance to come on the air and discuss his views on prison reform and drug abuse. How many times does an opportunity like that come along? I see. All right. Next year, when the councilman wants the chance to come on the air and tell everyone why he should be re-elected, he can find himself another talk show.
I take it you need a guest. Who backed out?
How about who stabbed me in the back? None other than John.
Oh, I see. You want me to fill in, is that?
Well, that thought had occurred to me, but really you can't.
Why not?
Because I don't think anybody can. John was absolutely perfect for this show before he got on his high horse. But I guess it isn't really his fault.
Well, I really wouldn't know.
I suppose I am asking too much of him, and maybe I am a bit too ambitious for him. But really, is there anything so wrong with wanting the best for someone?
You asking me or telling me?
And why doesn't he listen to me? I don't want to run his life. I don't want to change him. I just want to advise him. Why is that so hard for him to accept?
Well, I tell you the truth. I'm having a hard time accepting this whole conversation. You dragged me all the way over here from my office. You use me as a sounding board for your love life.
No, of course not. Well, I just wanted to confide in you as one friend to another.
Dorian, I happen to be a normal man with normal feelings. I mean, you're so wrapped up in yourself, you've forgotten that.
No, of course not. Why are you getting so upset? All I did was ask your opinion.
Well, you asked too damn much. I mean, I'm not made of stone. I mean, there's just so much of this talk about your love life I can take. I can take even less of all the times I've been forced to stand around staring at my feet while you two sing love songs at each other as if I weren't even there.
I thought we had an understanding.
Yeah, understanding is one thing. Having my nose rubbed in your love affairs is something else again.
I was unaware of this. Why didn't you say something to me before?
I'm saying it now. There are limits to my friendship, Dorian, even if there are no limits to your insensitivity. Why should I have to say anything?
You're acting as if we were still married and I had betrayed our vows.
I have feelings for you, or do you enjoy raking me over the coals?
No, of course I
Oh,
don't.
good. Then don't make me a spectator observing the whole lovely thing, and don't ever again insult me by making me your confidant, okay? Am I making myself clear?
Yes.
Good. Good.
But I can assure you the last thing I wanted to
you
do
know
was...
where I stand on the subject of John Russell. Now, what did you want to see me about?
Okay. What do you think, huh? What do you think? You sunshine, you. You want to have a little sleep? Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Honey, Maria's never been anything but generous to us. You practically threw her out on her ear.
Oh, Clint, don't exaggerate, okay? I'm just a little tired of Maria constantly showing up here, whether she's invited or not.
Honey, her husband's only been dead a few months. Now, is it so hard to understand that she might be a little lonely?
She's got her son, doesn't she?
And her son has Tina. I don't imagine she enjoys visiting the newlyweds that much, do you?
But, darling, she must have other friends in this town.
She has Tom and she has Mary Lynn. And she has us. Given a little time, I'm sure she'll meet lots of new people, but can't we be a little patient?
Honey, I'm trying to understand, okay? I'm trying to be understanding. Problem is, every time you and I are alone, at the hospital, here, she shows up.
Maria means no harm, sweetheart. She's just looking for a friend or two. Or three. And look, when the threesome is this little group, who can blame her?
I know. All right, I suppose you're right. However, I'm still not going to let anyone or anything interrupt our time together today, all right?
I give you my word. I'll go make my speech and be back here as soon as I can. I'll take the first flight out of New York and come right back.
Okay.
Okay? Now, Mrs. B, any more complaints?
Mm-hmm.
What?
More.
Clint, Aaron told me that... I beg your pardon. Excuse me.
It's all right. I guess we were just not fated to have any time together today. Hi, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Vicki. Yeah, I promised to drive Clint to the airport, but there's still a little time if you...
No, Tom, I don't want to run for airplanes. I hate that. Besides, if we leave now, I can... give me time to talk to you about that new set of articles you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy, business, business, business. All you ever talk about.
No,
Think about.
That is not all I think about, sweetheart. Now, look, I will grab my bag, go to New York, make my speech, and come back here just as soon as I can.
Goodbye.
Okay?
Goodbye.
Jessica, you take care of Mommy. She
Hurry
said
back.
she'll take care of
Yeah,
Mommy.
I'm
Okay.
sure.
Go on, Tom.
Hurry back.
Well, I'd feel a lot better if it weren't Aaron's night off.
Oh, that doesn't worry me, and I'm sure we'll survive one night without you. I'll wait up for you and hear how this...
No, you shouldn't wait up. You're going to need your rest. I mean, I'll probably have to take the last flight out of New York, and I'm going to get in very late.
Tonight's the night. And maybe the last chance I get to take the baby.
Just a minute. I'll be right there.
Mary Lynn! Hi, Allison. I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time.
Well, actually, this is my one day off from the hospital, so I've got a million things to do.
Oh, well, maybe we can make it some other time. Sorry I bothered you.
Well, wait a second, Mary Lynn. I'm not so busy that I don't have a minute. Come on in.
Well, thanks. I promise that I won't stay long. I just wanted to invite you to have dinner with me and my dad tonight.
Tonight? No, that's impossible. What I mean is, I would love to, but maybe some other night.
Sure. It's just my way of saying thank you.
Mary Lynn, you don't have to say thank you. You don't owe me anything.
Come on. I know better than that, and so does my dad. If you hadn't helped me with my deprogramming, I still might be under Mitch's spell. But look at me now. I'm as free of him as you are.
Well, yes, you sure are.
Of course, I've still got a lot of bad memories. Just walking into this place gives me the chills. How do you manage to keep on living here?
Well, I don't have many other choices. The new management is letting me stay on at a low rate, so I'm willing to put up with the memories.
I'd worry that some of Mitch's words would come back to haunt me in this place. But then you're so much stronger than I am.
Well, you know, Mary Lynn, I would love to chat about this all day, but as
You've got a million things to do.
That's
I
right.
know. My dad's the same way on his day off. But look, we have to get you out to the carriage house real soon, okay?
It's a deal. And listen, thank you for stopping by.
Sure. Goodbye, Allison.
Bye.
You know, I admire your strength. I really do.
Thank you, Mary Lynn. Strength. Then why can't I stop myself from doing this?
Sorry I'm late. Better late than never, right? Connie?
Why don't you go kiss one of your horses? You seem to spend more time and attention and energy on them anyway. They may as well have the rest of you.
This is a first. Jealous of a horse?
I can compete with a woman. I can't go up against a thoroughbred.
Look, sweetheart, you know how I am when I'm at the track. I can't keep my eye off my stopwatch. I lose track of real time.
Time's not the only thing you lost track of, sweetheart.
Yes, you're right. Next time I'm late, I should call. And I will. I promise. Scout's honor. And if you forgive me, I'll make it worth your while.
I doubt it.
Come on, I got sensational news. You gonna make me keep it to myself?
Oh, yeah? What news?
Come on, sit down. You may faint.
What? What?
You are looking at the rising star of corporate America.
Where?
Right here. I just had the best break of my life handed to me on a silver platter. We're going to have it all. The world is going to be ours.
What? Wait, slow down. This sounds very exciting. What break are you talking about? Did you find another lucky opal or something?
Better. I earned this one. Lisa has been so impressed with my work at the track. She wants me to help out down at Barron Enterprises, the main office. We're talking 3-piece suits, expense accounts, limousines for breakfast. Why aren't you getting excited about this?
I don't believe this.
Well, you better believe it. It's true. I'm going to the top where I belong.
No, I don't believe that you're actually considering this offer.
No, I'm not considering it. I'm taking it.
After what Barron tried to do to you? Brad, he did his best to try and destroy you, financially and physically. And now you're not only going to watch his company, you're going to rescue it?
What's going on here?
I'd really like to know that myself.
I thought you'd be happy for me, for both of us.
Us? Brad, there is no us. The only time you see me now is when you can squeeze me in between races.
Come on, that's not fair. You want me to make something out of myself, don't you?
Of course I do. You know, I happen to love you the way you are. Unpredictable and romantic. That's the guy I fell in love with. And you know that you don't have to climb some corporate ladder.
I'm telling you, I can prove who this guy Garber is and what he's up to.
Well, you couldn't prove it just now at the courthouse, could you?
We talked to the wrong people. We got to find somebody who can really get through to the sleazes. Oh, hi, Brad, Connie. Sorry, we were kind of involved there.
I noticed. Well, we were sort of involved ourselves.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Dee Dee, Pete.
We interrupted something, right?
No, it's okay.
Oh, yeah, no big deal.
Have you ever seen the kitchen? Let's go to the kitchen.
No, wait a minute. Brad, I don't know why it didn't occur to me before.
You always said, Pete.
How'd you like to help me out, Brad? How'd you like to have some fun and pay Asa back for all the dirty tricks he's ever pulled?
Have to make a special trip over here just for this.
Well, Clint gave me explicit instructions as I put them on the plane. He said, make sure Vicki reads this before it goes to press in the morning.
I promise you I will read it over.
If you have any questions at all, just call me at the office.
Tom?
Wow, now that's what I call fast reading.
I have a question. It's not about this.
Ask away.
Why don't you sit down?
Thank you.
How well do you know Maria Roberts?
As a neighbor and mostly as the wife of a friend of mine who sadly passed away.
She seems like a decent, honorable woman, doesn't she?
Well, that she is, yes.
Well, you see, I have this feeling.
Clint doesn't see it. I don't think anybody sees it but me, and in fact, I feel kind of embarrassed even saying it, but I think that she is developing a real crush on my husband.
Oh, really? Where'd you get that idea?
Well, all kinds of little things. But she's always around here, the way she hangs on every word he says, the way she looks at him. And then there's their history.
History?
Oh, you didn't know?
Huh?
Yes, they were teenagers together in Cherokee County. Clint was the boss's son, she was the cook's daughter. They were sweethearts.
That explains a lot.
Then you have seen the signs, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen the way Maria behaves around Clint. I'm amazed that she would allow herself to be drawn to a married man. But, as you say, if they were sweethearts once...
I am trying very hard to be understanding. I mean, Clint is a very attractive man. I can understand people being drawn to him.
Of course, Maria's lonely at this time, having recently lost Al, her husband. Of course, that doesn't make it any easier for you, does it?
What do you think I should do?
Well, I'm flattered you'd ask my opinion. Okay, here it is for what it's worth. You can't let this situation continue. Talk to Maria. And sooner the better.
I don't really want to judge her too harshly. I mean, for all I know, it may very well be totally unconscious on her part.
All the more reason to get it out in the open. Of course, I know you'll be diplomatic, but don't spare her feelings at the expense of your own.
Okay, I'll call Maria.
Fine, let me know how you make out. If I'm not at the office, I'll be at home in the carriage house with Mary Lynn. Okay?
Thank you.
Well, pleasure.
Hello, Maria Roberts' room, please.
Hello?
Maria, it's Vicky.
Oh, Vicky. I was just about to call you. I want to apologize for dropping by like that today.
Oh, no, please. I owe you an apology for all but tossing you out the door.
Well, I really can understand you wanting your privacy.
I would like to make up for my rudeness, please. Do you feel up to a visitor today?
Oh, well, I can't expect you to come out your second day home from the hospital. Why don't I come to Landfair? And this way I can also wish Clint good luck on his speech.
Clint has already gone to New York. But if you don't mind being stuck with me, I would like to talk to you.
Well, all right, I'm on my way.
I look forward to it. Goodbye.
Did you think that I can move mountains with a wave of my fountain pen, darling? But see, getting a convicted criminal out of jail is not your everyday occurrence, so...
You got Diane out of Statesville, and Jeannie is every bit as innocent as Diane.
This is an entirely different situation. Jeannie's case came to trial, and a jury found her guilty.
We both know how wrong juries can be. Herb, come on. Are you going to live up to your oath as an attorney and defend the cause of justice, aren't you?
You don't find that just slightly ironic, do you?
What?
Well, I mean, here you are pushing your boyfriend to make something of himself, and at the same time you're trying to reduce me from district attorney to public defender. Isn't that,
Is that what I'm doing? I had no idea.
You know, you're so concerned about the image of the men in your life, past and present. You think it's a really good idea to be divorced from a man with such a humble job?
Touché.
Yeah.
You got me there. I don't want you to humble yourself. No. I always want you to be worthy of my love.
Former love.
No. Love. Period. I don't fall in love easily. When I do, it's forever. No matter how the particulars of that relationship may have changed.
In other words, if I don't look good, you don't look good. Now, there's the Dorian I know I can trust.
You can trust me. You can. I will never again come to you with my problems with John. I will never presume upon our friendship that way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I would like a promise.
What? No, darling, I told you that I can't guarantee her release. I will go to Statesville and talk to her.
And when you do, you will like her so much, you will want to do it.
Yes, sure. Now, I
you
haven't
will.
done anything yet.
Well, why don't you consider that an advance?
Yeah,
a retainer.
Okay.
'Cause- oh, my.
Excuse me, I was told I'd find you here. Allow me to introduce myself.
Charles Sanders, or should I say Ambassador Sanders.
Charles is fine to my friends, thank you.
I believe you know Herb Callison, the district attorney.
Yes, Mr. Ambassador.
Mr. District Attorney, I haven't had a chance to tell you. I think you're doing a hell of a fine job.
Oh, well, that's rare praise coming from a man whose wife has gone toe-to-toe with me.
Well, from what I've observed, you give as good as you get.
Well,
then Dorian here puts us all to shame, doesn't she, with her recent acts of heroism. Anyway, I just stopped by the studio. I wanted to voice that opinion, my admiration, and of course my respect.
How gallant. Are you feeling an awfully good voice today, Charles?
I'm sorry, excuse me, I don't follow.
I wonder if you wouldn't do me and my audience the honor of appearing as my guest today.
For coming, Maria.
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked me to.
I was hoping maybe we could have a chance to talk, just the two of us.
Ah, about the baby?
No, it's not about Jessica. Sit down, please.
Oh, thanks.
I have a problem. And the problem sort of concerns you, and I was hoping that we could resolve this problem in a very friendly way.
Oh. Well, I wasn't aware there was a problem between us, Vicki, but if I can help.
There's not really a delicate way to put this. I just hope that you will bear with me and understand that I mean you no harm. Lately, I can't help but notice how attentive you have been to my husband, and to put it bluntly, I think you're paying too much attention to Clint.
Want me to appear on your show today? I really don't think I can.
Oh, but I just had a cancellation and the last minute, and I'm sure that you would be ever so much more interesting than the guest that I had planned.
Oh, really? Well, I'd hate to see you not have someone to interview, so yes, I think I can appear on your show today.
Marvelous. Oh, it's absolutely fate that you should appear here. Isn't it, Herb?
Yes. It restores one's faith in divine providence. Yeah. I'm going to leave you to your work. Would you excuse us for a
Yes,
minute?
of course.
Don't fawn, dear. He puts his pants on with one leg at a time.
Thank you so much for dropping by.
As always, a pleasure. Mr. Ambassador?
Yes.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you very much.
I look forward to seeing the interview.
Thank you.
Right.
Well, Dorian, I do hope I don't embarrass you today. I have a lot to learn about your world of television. Perhaps you could take me somewhere a little more private and instruct me.
I have seen you interviewed on television. You know your way around a camera.
Well, one can always learn more. And I could give you a rundown on my credentials.
Anyone who reads the newspapers is well aware of your conquests. Diplomatically speaking, of course.
Nothing like a little inside, first-hand information.
Oh. Do you always flirt so outrageously?
Well, I don't find anything outrageous about flirting with a beautiful woman.
The media doesn't do you justice.
Do you object to the fact that I find you very beautiful?
No, why should I? Though normally I would object to a married man taking such a sudden interest in me. Though, of course, you are married to Judith Sanders.
And you're not very fond of my wife, are you?
Funny thing about me, I just have a bias against people who prosecute me for murder and end up putting me in prison. Silly, isn't it?
Can't understand.
Then, of course, there is your brother-in-law.
John? Oh, don't tell me you're biased against John as well.
Just temporarily. However, I will take your flirting in stride.
Honest as well as beautiful. Dorian, I think we've gotten off on just the right foot.
Tony, I owe you one. Well, that confirms it.
You know Garber?
Yeah, according to Tony the Pony, Mr. Louis Garber's the sleaziest detective in Pennsylvania, and believe me, Tony knows sleaze.
Thanks, Brad. I knew if anybody could get to the bottom of it, it'd be you.
Don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'll let it pass.
So, Garber's in the divorce racket, huh?
Yeah, looks that way. But Garber's style isn't Ace's style. It still doesn't make sense to me.
Nah, it would if you could really understand it. You see, the divorces, it can be real dirty business, especially when you're dealing with somebody with Ace's millions. Now, believe me, if Asa wants to support a claim against Pamela, then what Garber can do is right up his alley.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know, you two sound like a couple of kids playing amateur detective.
Let me tell you something. What we're going to do tonight is far from being amateurish. We're going to prove that Garber works for Asa once and for all.
Brad, do you have to encourage him on this?
You know what I say? Let's forget this Garber guy. Let's forget Asa Buchanan. Let's forget Pamela Buchanan.
Good idea.
No, Brad, don't listen to him. Like I said, we're going to prove that I was right.
And how do you plan to do that?
The two of you are going to come to the Vernon Inn with us and be our eyewitnesses.
Oh, no, count me in. No way, forget it.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Well, you and I have established that your idea of fun and mine are poles apart.
If you would give me 5 minutes, I will go change, and I will go with you.
That's the spirit.
No, don't get me wrong. I just want to be there when you get egg on your face, that's all.
No, it's going to be Asa with the one with the egg on his face. Ready to put our plan in motion?
Let's do it.
Brad?
Who's he calling?
Mrs. Pamela Buchanan herself.
Okay, Clint won't be back until 8:30, so I have plenty of time. Hello?
Allison, dear. So good to hear your voice.
Dad? Oh, is something wrong?
What makes you ask that? Actually, everything's going quite well. I'm calling you from my new office.
Listen, Dad, I'm just on my way out, and I really...
Dad was indicted. I've been made warden for both the men and women's division.
Well, I'm very pleased for you, Dad.
So pleased that you'll help me celebrate over dinner tonight?
I wish that I could.
Allison, look, I see you so seldom these days, and I can't very well celebrate a promotion like this by myself, can I?
No, of course not, Daddy. Listen, I'll stop by your office for a quick hug and a kiss, but I'm sorry I can't stay because I have something important to do tonight.
Yeah, I can't believe you're accusing me of being interested in Clint.
No, I'm not accusing you. I'm trying to discuss what seems to me to be an obvious infatuation.
Well, it might be obvious to you, but that doesn't mean it's true. I mean, certainly I'm trying to be friends with Clint and with you. I think you're misinterpreting my actions.
I don't think I am. I mean, you know that I'm aware that you and Clint were sweethearts when you were teenagers.
Oh, Vicky, that was a lifetime ago.
For Clint it was, yes. But I have to wonder about you. I get the feeling that you are trying to recapture that time and that closeness.
You have a reputation of being a very fair and generous person, but I'm beginning to think otherwise.
Really? Well, I'm starting to feel that your feelings may not be as unconscious as I was wanting to believe.
Vicky, I think we better drop this conversation right now before one of us says something that we might regret.
No, you can't just avoid the questions. I mean, for heaven's sakes, Maria, you seem to spend more time in this house than I do.
That's ridiculous and hardly true.
Well, you could have fooled me. Every time I turn around, you're hovering over Clint's shoulder.
And that isn't true.
Isn't it, Maria? You're always over here bringing him his favorite foods from Texas or talking about things that you two used to do together or you're just here, as always, lending a helping hand.
I call that friendship. If you can't understand that, I feel very sorry for you, Vicky.
I do understand friendship. I also understand what it's like to be a widow. I went through that. I know that it's painful and lonely and unbearable at times.
I don't think I want to hear any more of this.
No, I cannot let you insinuate yourself into my husband's life. Believe me, I'm very sorry you lost your husband, but please don't try and replace him with mine.
I can't believe you're saying these things to me, Vicky. How dare you say these terrible things to me?
I want you to know I'm not trying to hurt you. I want to discuss this so that no one gets hurt in the future.
You don't understand. Vicky, you have no idea what you are doing.
Then please tell me, explain it to me, please.
I can't. I can't explain it to you.
You have to, please. We have to try and get this open. We have to get the past behind us, all of us.
But the past isn't behind us. It hasn't passed.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Clint. Well, of course I care about him. My God, he's the father of my son.
Good. I'll see you in a minute.
Well, is he here, the guy that Asa supposedly hired to follow Pam?
Of course, he's the guy sitting right over there in the chair with the newspaper.
Pam will be right down.
Good. This is the evening Pam's going to finally find out what Ace has really been up to.
I feel like we're all 12 years old right now.
Dee Dee, come on. Hiring a private detective to follow your wife around, that's not exactly a child's game.
You don't think this is just a little sleazy? You're setting this whole thing up to prove to me and to Pamela that Ace is playing dirty.
Oh, wait a minute. You and Connie were the ones that wanted me to get proof before I talked to Pamela. Now you're going to exactly see what's happening.
I'll be right back. Hi there.
Oh, Brad, how are you?
Well, I'm fine, and I'm glad that you're free this evening.
Well, you said something about my knowledge of the tropics could make you money.
Yes. Well, I'm trying my hand at the modeling business again, and this advertising firm wants me to do a shoot with the tropical theme, and I thought maybe one dinner with you and I'd be an expert at the first meeting.
Well, I'll do my best. Where to?
Hotel dining room?
I actually know a lot about the history.
Now do you believe me?
If this stuff was from the best Mexican restaurant in town, we're in trouble, girl, because it just don't cut it.
Too bad. I guess every now and then we'll just have to hop on a plane and go to Mexico for the real thing.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think I've got a better idea, and it's a lot cheaper, too, and it would make me very happy. Tina, why don't you just let my ma teach you how to cook Mexican?
Oh, well then I have to do all the work. What fun is that? Besides, you see, I have to give all my concentration here to trying to conceive a baby.
Oh.
So you don't want me in the kitchen up to my neck and cornmeal and making tortillas and all that stuff.
Uh-huh. Well, what if we conceived this baby here last night? Then your work's done.
That's possible, but you know, we don't know for sure. Unless we know for sure, I guess you and I are just going to have to sacrifice our bodies one more time to keep trying. What is it they say that practice makes perfect?
Well, I think we already achieved perfection in that department, don't you?
Oh.
All we have to worry about now is maintaining our standards.
Would you like to maintain a standard right now?
Oh. Yeah, I'd love to, but I can't. I've got that assignment to get to, and you know it.
No.
It's nothing dangerous. Just going over to that board meeting, take a picture of the president giving a speech at the meeting. Good. Got everything. Now, look, Tina, I want you to know how really happy I am and how much it means to me that you've decided to have this baby right away.
Well, it's just because I know how happy you'd be to be a father.
Tina, the way you say that, it's like you wouldn't be happy to be a mother.
Clint is what?
Vicky, I didn't mean to say that.
What did you say?
I'm sorry,
Maria, did you just say that Clint is Cordero's father?
Case Maggie Delakian had against you, I discovered she'd withheld some information that would have cleared you. Jeannie, you're being released from prison as of this moment. Charges against you have been dropped. Summons has been issued for your ex-boyfriend for check forgery.
Could you just say that middle part one more time?
You're a free woman, Jeannie Johnson.
Oh, wait a minute. This is, October, right? I mean, you couldn't be playing an April Fool's joke on me in October.
No. You were wrongfully imprisoned. Been cleared of the charges. I'm here to take you back to Landview. Oh.
Is that it? You don't want to have a baby? You're just doing all this to please me?
No, it's not that I don't want to have a baby. No, that's not it at all. It's just that I... Look, do we have to talk about this right now, okay? I'm I'm really been afraid to talk about this. I'm really scared.
You're not afraid of me, are you?
I'm afraid of disappointing you, and I'm scared to be a mother. I'm scared for the child if I'm the mother.
Tina, come on. Now look, sit down. Millions and millions of women have babies all the time. Just kind of natural.
I know, but what if I'm not a good mother, you know? What if I ruin the child's psyche or something? You know, all the terrible judgments and mistakes I've made in my life. I mean, a kid, they need guidance. And what if I turn your child into the biggest mistake of my life?
Tina, what am I going to do with you, huh?
I don't know, maybe you could just hold me forever and never let me go, huh?
Well, don't worry about that. I'll be doing that all the time. I just wish that I could teach you to believe in yourself as much as I do.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be a lot harder, you know, because it's only because you believe in me so much that I can even admit that I don't believe in me. As a mother, I mean.
You know, it's not like I've got all kinds of experience of being a parent myself. I was just very fortunate to have two wonderful people to look after me and be my parents. Learn from them.
I know, and that's why you're such a wonderful, marvelous, gorgeous, fantastic person. Oh, I love you so much.
Oh, Tina, don't you see that the ability to give love is the only real quality that a good mother needs?
Well, I can give the child love. That's not my problem. I mean, it's how am I going to give it confidence or something like that I don't have, you know, or how am I going to tell it how to choose the right path in life? Because goodness knows I flunked that.
Oh, Tina, I wish you could believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. Everything would just be perfect then.
Aren't you just the slightest bit scared about becoming a father?
Yes, of course I'm scared, but I have great confidence in myself. I figure I can do it, and I figure that you can do it too.
You know what I should do? I should spend as much time at Land Fair as Vicky and Clint can possibly stand. You know, I should really try to, soak up the atmosphere there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Tina Lord Roberts is going to take a crash course on bringing up baby.
Ow!
He is. Vicky, Clint knows absolutely nothing about it, and neither does Cordero.
I'm stunned. I'm speechless.
I never meant to tell you like this. I certainly never wanted to tell you before telling Clint or my son.
How could they not know? How could you not have told them?
Oh, it's such a long story. My goodness, it goes way back to when Clint and I were childhood sweethearts.
You have always sloughed that off. You said it was a crush.
Well, obviously I lied. Thank God Clint never questioned Cord's age or my sudden departure from Cherokee County.
But why did you leave him?
Because my mother went to your father-in-law and told him that I was pregnant and that Clint was the father. Well, he immediately ordered my mother to get out of town. And when she argued, he bought her off for $100,000. It was either take it or he'd have us deported back to Mexico. I never knew what hit me. My mother packed us up and moved us to El Paso all in one day. I was hysterical. I loved Clint so much, I just thought I was going to die. And my mother didn't really understand. She just kept telling me what a bad person I was, and Asa considered me to be a tramp. He said I wasn't nearly good enough for his son. And my mother made me swear to never try to contact Clint ever again.
Because you were young and frightened, you didn't.
And poor Clint. He came home when he was at this high school trip, and he discovered that I was gone.
What about Al? Did he know Cord wasn't his son?
Oh, yes, he knew. It was lucky for me in that he fell in love with me shortly after we met. And my mother promised to buy him a big ranch if he would marry me despite the fact that I was pregnant. He thought that I became pregnant by some drifter. I cried so hard through the ceremony because I wished so desperately that I was marrying the young man that I...
You poor thing. What you must have gone through. And Clint, what he went through.
And all because of Asa Buchanan. Anyway, eventually I fell in love with Al Roberts so much, and we had a fine life. And as you know, Cordero was a very, very fine young man.
Did Al ever know that Clint was Cord's father?
Oh, not until Cord came to Lambview chasing after Tina Lord.
How did Tina and Cord meet?
When my mother realized she was dying, I guess her conscience must have gotten the best of her. She wrote a letter to Clint asking him to come to El Paso. I think that was around the time of your emotional illness. Somehow, Tina found the letter and she came down looking for some pay dirt. Well, of course, I lied to her and I said that my mother was probably trying to get Clint to give Cordero a job at the Banner. Well, Cord met Tina and it was all over. He fell madly in love with her and that's how it all began.
Ah, so he followed her and you followed him, and that's why you avoided meeting Clint for so long, right? And Asa?
Well, shortly after we got here, we bumped right into Asa at a restaurant. And ever since then, he's done nothing but threaten me, try to bribe me, anything. Anything to keep me from telling Clint and Cord the truth.
I still do not understand why you have kept this from them. Why you've kept this a secret so long.
Yes. Wonderful. Send her right in. Allison, my dear.
Good to see you.
Really? Well, I had my doubts since I practically had to force you into coming up here.
Well, I'm really busy today, and unfortunately I can't stay very long now, but we will get together soon.
How are you? I mean, really now.
I'm fine. Listen, how's Mom?
Well, I wouldn't know. We have no communication anymore, Allison. Your mother... Well, your mother has been kind of down since the divorce. Every time I call her to see how she is, well, she makes an excuse to get off the phone. It's upsetting, but there's nothing I can do about it. That's one of the reasons I want to talk to you. Sit down, honey. There's no reason for you not to be in contact with her.
Sure there is. Shame.
Allison, now. Your mother was always a very forgiving woman when it came to you. All right, you made a mistake involving yourself with Mitch Lawrence, but
Please,
I was
Daddy,
part of that
I don't
mistake.
want to talk about it right now.
No, well, the point being, please see your mother. Talk to her. She must be very lonely now.
Well, actually, I was thinking of visiting her. I'm sure I will, real soon.
Good, good. Sure we can't have dinner?
No, I'm sorry. We'll make it for another night, though. Tonight I have to work a double at the hospital.
Well, I'm glad you're busy anyway. Now, you join pediatrics?
Yeah.
You always did like being around babies.
At first, I was just too afraid to say anything, afraid of Asa's wrath and fearful of Cordero's reaction. Oh, believe me, Vicky, we tried everything to get him back to El Paso. But then he got the job at the newspaper, and of course there was Tina, and there was just no way to get him out of Lambview.
That's fine, but why didn't you tell him then?
Then, well, Al did finally convince me that even though Cord would be hurt and angry, in the long run, if we told him the truth, he would forgive us. So we decided to tell him. And then Al had his heart attack and ended up in the hospital, and well, you know the rest. Vicky, I couldn't find it in my heart to hurt Cord again and tell him that Al was not his real father.
Well, I can certainly understand you wouldn't want to tell him then, but that letter that Al wrote to Cord?
Yes, I think just Al wanted to be sure that Cord heard the truth. But how strange that letter was stolen. Vicky, there's something here that you've got to understand. Fate has been in control of this at every turn. Every time I came so close to telling Cordero the truth, something would happen to stop me from telling him.
My God. My husband has a full-grown son. It's just starting to sink in.
I know. I know that you thought you were going to give him his firstborn, and I'm so sorry that isn't true.
Well, I am sorry for Clint, that he was deprived of his son all these years, especially given how much he adores that boy. And I sincerely hope that once the shock wears off, they will both be thrilled by the news, because they both have a right to know immediately, tonight, in fact.
Vicky, you haven't thought this out. I have.
Oh, really, Maria? Come on. It's the truth, and it has to come out.
But supposing I lose my son? There is no guarantee that he's going to have the understanding that we'd like him to have. No, I've lost my husband this year. I couldn't bear it if I lost Cord.
Or Clint. You know he's going to be furious when he finds out. Maybe that's what held you back all along, Maria.
That is not true. Now, I resent your tone, Vicky. I am not responsible for this lie.
No, but you certainly helped perpetuate it, didn't you? I am very sorry if you get hurt by this. As far as I'm concerned, Clint is going to find out tonight. So if I were you, I would go and find Clint's son and inform him who his real father is.
You think it is that simple? You might bring together a long-lost father and son, but you will destroy another father-son relationship. Or maybe you don't care. Vicky, I am talking about Asa. The man has been terrified ever since I came to this town. He is fearful that he's going to lose his son, and if Clint finds out, he will.
Of course he will. Of course he will. My goodness. A lot of things that never made sense before are suddenly starting to. Like why Asa suddenly fell in love with the idea that Tina and Richard should get married, and he wanted it to happen right away. And why Asa offered Cord that top job in Phoenix when the kid had 5 minutes worth of experience.
Yes, among many other things. Now, Asa knows that this betrayal is something Clint will never forgive him for.
And that may very well be true. And you know something? There's a part of me that feels that Asa deserves that.
And do I? You've left that unsaid.
Oh, no, you don't. I think you're a victim in this more than anything. Maria, I'm sorry. I cannot keep this a secret. I can't. I'm going to tell Clint tonight. And whatever happens, happens. It will either work itself out or it won't.
You know, I feel so anxious and so afraid, and yet I feel relieved more than anything. These last few months have been a terrible burden, Vicky. So, I'm going to find Cordetto and tell him the whole story. Thanks.
Oh, Tina. My goodness, Tina. What a surprise she's in for. She thought she was marrying a struggling cowboy. No doubt as to how delighted she will be when she finds out he's a billionaire's grandson.
Honey, come on, please. I've got to get going. Otherwise, I'm going to miss that meeting and miss the picture of the president.
Oh, who cares about some dumb board meeting anyway?
Well, Clint does, because there's a very important company in town. And I don't want to disappoint my boss, and I don't want to have to lie to him either.
Well, yeah, but ever since Jessica's been born, he's been in such a good mood that I don't think he'd even care.
Yeah, well, I would care, and so would my sense of responsibility.
You know, I am awfully glad that you have one of those. That way you can pass it on to our baby.
Well, you've got one, too. It just is a little buried right now.
Yeah. Honey, I was thinking, you know, maybe we shouldn't raise the child here in Landview.
Why not?
Well, because we have all sorts of options. You know, we could go out west, we could go to Europe.
Europe? Tina, why would we raise any child of ours in any place but the United States of America, huh?
Well, I don't know. I guess that was a stupid thing to say, huh? You just go on to work.
And besides, I thought we were talking about learning by example, huh? With Vicky and my ma, things like that. Now, all of a sudden, you don't want any family around?
Oh, that was just a real dumb thing that came out of my mouth. You know, sometimes I say things and I don't think, and it's really stupid, and it's a bad habit, and I'm really trying to get out of it.
Oh. Well, you'll be waiting for me when I get back?
In my new negligee. They'll be lying in our satin sheets.
We have satin sheets.
We've always had satin sheets.
I guess I've been too busy to notice.
Oh. You know what's really neat? Is once we have little Junior, Quartertina Junior, we could tell them how they were conceived between our beautiful pink satin sheets.
Oh, girl, you keep talking like that, and we're going to conceive that child right here on the rose nylon carpet, all right? I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye, honey. I wonder if Delilah's ever thought of designing a maternity line.
Oh, no, I'm saying the dance is an intricate part of the ritual.
Hi, Pete.
Oh, hello there. Yes, we do have a habit of running into each other, don't we?
There's no accident, Pam. See the guy just walked over there and sat down?
Yes, I've seen him around the hotels. Must be one of the guests.
Guess again. He's a private detective. A sleazy one at that. He followed us from the lobby into the dining room and left 2 seconds after we did.
You mean he's following us?
You.
I'm sorry, Pam. I'm not doing any tropical shoots, but I did love hearing about Maracaibo.
Now, wait 1 second. What is going on here?
It's a setup, Pam. I noticed this guy in the lobby and I checked him out. His name is Garber. He's a private detective, and Asa hired him to follow you, and presumably me.
Well, I'm off to heed the messenger, Mitch.
Asa hired him?
Who else would be interested in your every move?
Are you positive? Oh, my God, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Every time I think I know every single one of his tricks, he digs deep into that unending bag and he comes up with another one.
Yeah, this is an old one. Cliché-ridden, but effective.
But why? Why? What is he going to do with the evidence? What am I talking about? There isn't any evidence.
Just the fact that we're standing here talking is enough evidence to Asa that you're having an affair.
He knows better than that. In spite of his paranoia, he knows me.
Well, maybe you still don't know him yet. The man thinks everyone is out to get him.
That's right. He's feeling so guilty because of the way he treated you. He actually believes you're having an affair.
Even if it were true, I mean, what is he going to do with that kind of evidence? Lock me up at the mansion?
Well, he might use it to end the relationship.
He doesn't want that. He wants this marriage to work. He loves me, Pete. Oh, great. Both of you think I'm just gullible, don't you?
Possibly.
All right, then. I'm not going to confront Asa Buchanan, or I'm going to fire that man, but I am going to give that little detective something to think about.
Oh,
Pete, come on over here. Why don't we go up to my suite right now and order a couple bottles of champagne and just have a lovely evening? Brad, it was really nice to see you. Enjoyed talking with you about Maracaibo.
Likewise.
Come on, Pete.
Pulled salmon at the prison, I suppose.
Oh, no.
We got a groove on. Oh, hello, Brad. How are you?
Fine.
Yes, good.
How's Dorian?
She's very well, thanks.
Well, give him my best.
Certainly will. Right. So, let me see now. Jeannie? Jeannie?
Good-looking guy.
Yeah. Instant chemistry, huh?
You could have introduced us.
Well, you know, Brad is okay these days, I think. Yeah, let's grab a corner and have a drink before dinner, huh? But you grab that seat. He has a long history of trouble, you know.
Oh, I don't believe it. There I go again.
What?
I've got this kind of radar built into my heart, see? And it goes off every time I meet a good-looking guy who could be trouble. I mean, it's the history of my entire life. One stupid move after the next. I mean, I just get out of jail, right? And here I am, batting my eyes at some gorgeous hunk who could mess me up. I mean, I'm like a homing pigeon to pain.
Well, you don't have a date with him.
No, I know. It's just the principle. I've got to start running from men. any man that I like. Except maybe you. But then again, you'd never be interested in an ex-con like me. An ex-con with no future.
Why don't you just forget men for a while, until you get yourself a job, a place to live?
Mr. Callison, do you have any idea how long I was in jail without any male contact whatsoever?
Herb.
But then again, you're right. Priorities, right? A job. But I don't even have any clothes to go job hunting in.
I have a charge account at Logan's.
Oh, no, I couldn't. Never. I mean, you've already given me my room here. It's too much.
No, I meant as a loan. That until you get going.
You are so great.
Wow.
Why did Dorian ever divorce you?
I divorced her.
Oh. Well, I don't really understand that either. Listen, I really appreciate all of this, and I swear I will pay you back as soon as I can, Mr. Herb.
I have no doubt about that, Jeannie.
As soon as I get settled here, I think I'm going to pay a surprise visit on my friends Clint and Vicky Buchanan.
Oh, this ought to be very nice. They have a new baby,
Yeah, I know. I read about it.
Yeah.
Well, look, thanks again. And again and again.
Ah.
And I will pay you back as soon as I can, I
Don't
promise.
worry about it.
Unless, of course, you'd like a check right now. Joke.
Oh.
Hey, how do you like it so far, huh? My beauty. What? Is your every whim and your every need being catered to? Oh, you are a busy girl. Do you feel loved and secure? Hmm? You miss your daddy? You know something? You do? Well, your daddy misses you too. Yes, he does. But he's coming home later this evening. Yes, he is. Oh, honey, I'm going to have to tell him then. As beautiful and as precious as you are to him, you are not his firstborn. Oh, come on. You're not his firstborn. You're his second. I know that you don't know who Cordero is yet, but he's a very wonderful, very warm young man, and he's going to be your big brother. And I know that he's going to do everything in his power to love you and take care of you and protect you, just like all the rest of us. As wonderful as this revelation is going to be, it's going to bring a lot of pain. Yeah, pain for your daddy, pain for Cord and for Maria, and I think most of all for your grandfather, who adores you so much, but Clint is going to be so hurt, and he's going to feel so betrayed. You know something? I don't think anybody has warned you yet that you were just born into a family where every single day starts with a big question mark as to what could possibly happen next. I hope you were born with a hearty soul and a strong heart because, my darling, being a Buchanan and a Lord, you're gonna need it. Come on, let's sit down. Oh, my sweetie pie. How are we doing? Oh, we're fine. She took all her formula. I think she's ready for bed. I think she's a little fussy. There, darling.
She's such a darling. I love being around to take care of her.
Well, I love the fact that you are here for her to watch her grow, just the same as you've done Kevin and Joey. You've been such an enormous help over the years.
Thank you. You know it's my pleasure. Is Mr. Buchanan due back this evening?
Yes, he's coming back later. And I'm going to have to tell him some very troubling news. Hopefully it'll all work out all right. Oh, don't worry about it. You'll find out soon enough. Tell you what, I think she needs to lie down a little bit, so why don't I take her up to the nursery before I have my tea, okay? Come on, doll. Oh, my sweet girl. My sweet girl. My sweet girl. Are Kevin and Joey in bed?
Oh, yes, they're all tucked in,
Okay.
waiting for you.
Okie dokie. I'll tell you what, Jessica. Should we go and say goodnight to your brothers? Mm-hmm. And then they can say goodnight to you, too. Oh, let's go on.
now that we're safely tucked away in your suite, you want to tell me what we're doing?
We're going to make sure that Asa Buchanan doesn't waste one of his precious dollars on that detective. We are going to give that detective something to report about.
You want to tell me what you got in mind?
Not what you are thinking. This is the most wonderful opportunity to debate that stupid husband of mine. And the moment he comes through the door, I'm going to hit him on the head with a vase or pick up something maybe to get through his thick skull like a chair or a table or...
Pam, God. You're angry and you're upset, but this is not what I think you should do.
So what is your idea?
I think you should go to Asa. Tell him everything you know and talk it out.
Talk? I am finished with talking. That's all I ever do. Asa Buchanan wants me to learn how to live in this great, big, bad world. Well, all right. All right, I'm going to show him that I can learn. And very well, thank you. Oh, damn it.
I know.
Oh, man. All I ever wanted to do was just be the best wife I could. Why? Why does his definition of that have to be exactly the opposite of mine? And why do I always have to prove to him I love him? Why can't he just accept that I'm not famous? Why?
Because Asa's mind works different than everybody else's. He's kind of set in his ways, you know. He's been wandering cantankerous for years and getting away with it.
Well, there's one thing that he is not going to get away with eventually. And then you are going to see, Pete. You are going to see Asa Buchanan suffer. And it won't be at my hand either.
The secret?
Yes.
Are you going to tell me what it is?
No. No, but you will see. Because it is coming. There's no way he can patch up all those leaks in that raft. Oh, dear. Where was I before I... I remember. Room service. You had dinner?
No, but you have.
Oh, it's all right. I'll be able to pick on a second meal, I think. Yes, hello. This is Pamela Buchanan in Suite 102. Yes, I would like to have you send up 2 of your most expensive, well-chilled bottles of champagne.
Excuse me, who's going to drink all that?
Yes, and 1 bottle of club soda. Now, what's the special for tonight? Roast duck?
Fine.
Fine, 2 roast ducks. Appreciate that, thank you. Oh, when-what's-his-name sees all that being wheeled into this room, he's gonna jump at the chance to call Asa.
The issue of paternity. What havoc it's wreaked down through the centuries. Look at what it did to Tina and to me and to this whole family. Because my father and Irene Manning took the secret to their graves. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy.
Yes, hello. Can you please tell me if flight 414 from New York left on time? It didn't. Oh, heavy air traffic in the New York City area. What else is new? You have any idea what time it's going to leave? Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, Clint won't be back till much later now. I've got to have a nap. Totally forgotten how much energy a little one takes.
I'm sorry for not calling first.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I just didn't realize we'd be having any visitors.
Obviously. I'd like to talk to Cordero.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not here. He went to go shoot this chairman of the board with his camera. I mean, I'd be happy to have him call you when he gets back.
No, I'd rather wait. I need to talk to my son. Privately.
Jessica, take you away from your family. But I have to. I will never in a million years be able to explain to you why I have to do this. Oh, Jessica, there's this voice in my head, and it keeps telling me what to do. But don't worry. I have to steal you from your family. But I promise, Jessica. I promise. You'll be taken care of. Come here. Yes, see? Shh. No harm will ever come to you.
I'd like to talk to Mr. Buchanan, please. When will he be back? Yeah, all right. Look, just tell him Louis Garber called, all right? And tell him I'll be there around 11 tonight. Yeah. Yeah, and tell him it's very important, all right? Got it? Right, thanks.
Talk?
Yes.
Well, what about?
Well, if I told you that, Tina, it wouldn't be private anymore, would it?
No, I guess not, but I really can't imagine what it is you have to talk to him about that I couldn't hear.
I know that you are his wife, but he is still my son, and I have a right to talk to him alone.
Yes, you do. How are you?
Fine.
Well, have you had any luck finding an apartment?
No, afraid not.
Well, have you seen the baby? You know, Vicky and Clint's.
I saw Clint briefly before he went to his conference in New York, and I chatted with Vicky.
Is she feeling all right?
Fine. Look, there's no reason for me to bother you, so when Cord gets back, just have him come to my suite, all right? You will relay that message?
Oh, yes, of course I will. Maria, wait, please. Please, look, Maria, this is really awful. I mean, I'm your daughter-in-law. You're my mother-in-law, and we both love Cord so much, and then you come here and we're alone in the room and we hardly have anything to say to one another.
That's true.
Well, maybe if you could just stay for a minute, maybe we could get to know one another.
Tina, I really don't feel up to this tonight.
Look, I can see that you're upset, but listen, I'll make some coffee. It'll only take a minute, all right? And then we can discuss raising children.
Why?
Well, because Cord and I have decided to have a baby.
Son, Tina, but it just makes me a little bit anxious to think that you want to start a family so early in your marriage. I mean, there's the responsibility and the commitment.
Well, don't you believe we're committed?
Well, it isn't that. Well, it really doesn't matter. Oh, who knows when Cord's assignment is going to be over. I think I'll just go back to my suite and wait for him there.
Well, yeah, but what if Cord's very late?
I still want to see him. I must talk to him tonight. Thanks for the coffee.
Maria, wait. Maria, you have been very anxious ever since you walked in this door. Not just because I told you that Cord and I want to have a baby. Now, what is so important that you have to talk to Cord about it?
I told you it's private.
Yeah, well, nothing could be that important or that private unless you're going to talk to him about his heritage. You're planning to tell him, aren't you, Maria? You're planning to tell him that Clint is his father. No. Maria. Damn it, Maria. I am his wife. Not some floozy he picked up in a bar somewhere. Now, if you're going to lay that on my husband, don't you think I have a right to know?
Coming.
Vicki, hi. It's me, Jeannie Johnson.
Oh, my... Hi!
Oh, for a minute I thought you forgot.
No, I didn't forget. I was in the middle of a deep nap. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have called you.
No, it's okay. It's the butler's night off, and I said take a minute to orient myself. Come on in.
Are you sure? Because I can come back another
No,
day.
absolutely. No, I'm delighted to see you. Sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, you want some tea?
Oh, no thanks. So, I hear you're real happy with Clint and you have a new baby. And...
Oh, yeah, we had a little girl. Our first. Her name was Jessica.
Oh, did you know that I just got out of jail? I'm sorry, I don't mean to change the subject or anything, but I got so nervous on my way over here because I was afraid you wouldn't want to associate with me anymore since I've been convicted of forging checks.
Well, you're a free woman, right?
Thanks to Herb Callison.
Oh.
See, he discovered that they were withholding evidence against my ex-boyfriend who looked just like Don Johnson and who really was the check forger. So now I'm free and innocent and I get to start a whole new life. Now, can I please see your little baby since I'm really not a convicted criminal?
Yeah, Jessica's asleep in the nursery, but you know she's going to be waking up for feeding and I guess in about a half an hour. Why don't we have a little chat and get reacquainted and maybe this tea will wake me up a little, okay?
No harm will ever come to you. Oh, God. How could I have done this? And now that I have, what am I going to do with you? This is what you want, sweet pea, because I don't know what else to give you. I've got some diapers. I've got some blankets. Yeah. I've got some blankets. We can't live in this car.
We're going to steal Vicki and Clint's baby. Understood? But that's not all we're going to do to the Buchanans. Not by a long shot. We're also going to play a little trick on their minds. Yes, we're going to make it look like Nicky Smith stole the baby. And for that you will need a costume. You'll need a flashy-looking dress and a very special wig.
What kind of wig?
Don't you worry about that. I'll take care of that. I'll get it for you. I'll get you everything you need. And I'll tell you just how to use it. The effect has to be perfect.
Well, after I've stolen the baby, what should I do?
Well, you'll keep it nice and warm and safe. Then you'll let me worry about the rest. Now, that's all for now.
But, what about the plan? You said that...
All in good time, Allison. You'll know everything. All in good time.
You're an evil man, Mitch Lawrence. You drugged me. You programmed me to steal the baby. Only you didn't tell me what to do with her.
Sorry we didn't keep in touch.
Oh, hey, that's okay. Besides, I kept in touch with you through the newspapers. I read all about that witch, your sister, trying to commit you and all that terrible stuff you went through.
Oh, well, that's long behind us at this point anyway, thank heavens. Actually, things are pretty calm now.
Oh, that's great, because you deserve it.
Well, I mean, I don't suppose any family thrives without any problems, but... Oh, no, we're fine.
I'm so glad, because Clint loves you so much.
You know what I have to tell you? That night that Nicky Smith left and that I came back, my husband and...
I'll never forget it.
Well, thanks to you. That's the night that I conceived Jessica.
Oh, you're kidding. No. It's so wild. So she's fine and healthy and everything?
And she's beautiful.
Oh.
I'm sorry. What are your plans?
Plans. They're wide open. Herb was nice enough to get me a place to live and lend me some money and his credit card so I can at least get some clothes.
I'd be glad to help you in any way I can.
Oh, that's okay. I can only stand being in debt to one person at a time. You know what? I think I'm going to leave because you really should get some sleep.
No, you don't have to leave. Clint's going to be home from New York pretty soon, and I'm going to wait up for him anyway.
Well, why don't you just sleep till he gets here?
Well, don't you want to see the baby?
Oh, hey, I can do that another time. I mean, the kid's not going to change that much in a couple of days. We touched base, and that's the important thing.
Sorry. Jeannie, if there's anything I can do at all to help you, lend you money or anything, please let me. I owe you such a debt. So does Clint, and we wouldn't feel that it was an imposition if we could help.
I know, because you're both really great people. Look, I'll let you know if I'm desperate, okay? No, just stay put. I can find the door.
Don't be silly. My daughter's voice is going to come over the intercom any second demanding her supper.
Oh, well, you just rest till then. Oh, and listen, tell Clint I said hi, and then I'll see him soon.
Okay, where are you staying?
Oh, at the Vernon Inn tonight, but I've got to find someplace cheaper tomorrow.
Well, listen, we have a whole wing in this house we never use.
You are so sweet, but I'm really doing okay. I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Take care and get some sleep.
I'm thrilled you dropped by. I'm sorry. I'll be awake for the next visit, I promise.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Sweetheart. Vicky? That baby got you worn out already, sweetheart? Huh?
Clint. Hi, you're home?
Yes, I'm home and you are out.
What time is it?
What, 8:45?
Oh.
Everything all right?
Yes, fine. I'm just so tired.
Well, you're allowed to be tired.
But there's no reason for this.
Well, you had a couple pretty tough days.
No, it's nothing.
So, how's our 3 children?
They're asleep, all of them. Hey, you made it home before Jessica's feeding.
Oh, speaking of which, I am starved. I left the conference before they served dinner, so I could get home earlier.
I'll go fix you something to eat.
No, I got a better idea. Why don't you go upstairs and go to bed, and I will feed myself and our daughter.
No, you don't.
I can build a sandwich. Besides, Jessica herself requested of me this morning that when I get home, I personally give her a bottle.
There's something I'm not going to argue with you. I'm too tired.
Okay. Want me to tuck you in?
No, you go get something to eat. I can make it. Good night.
Hey, you snoozing on my shoulder? Vicky,
What?
are you snoozing on my shoulder?
Oh, yeah.
Any news on the home front?
Oh, yeah. Jeannie Johnson came by. You missed her.
Oh, yes, I heard she was getting out. How is she?
Delightful, I think. I think I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you tell me all about the visit tomorrow.
Okay.
And, honey, don't worry about Jessica. If she hollers, I'll jump right up. Okay? I need practice at this new father stuff, you know.
Oh, wait a minute. Honey, we have to talk about something that happened today.
Nothing that won't keep until morning. Otherwise, I think the conversation would be kind of one-sided.
Yeah, I think you're right. I guess it won't matter. One more day. Good night. I'm glad you're home. I love you.
I love you.
Good night.
Good night, honey.
I'm telling court tonight.
But why?
I'm already a few years too late.
Yeah, but why tonight? Huh? Why all of a sudden?
Because I can't take the pressure of this lie anymore.
Look, Maria, please, just reconsider this, please.
You tell me why. Don't you think that Cord and Clint have a right to know that they are father and son?
Yes, I do, but Clint is so happy right now with his new baby and everything. You don't want to ruin that.
I am not willing to let this go any further.
No, wait, you're not leveling with me, are you? There's somebody or something is forcing you to let this out. I mean, why else would you? You're so afraid of Cord's anger all these years, and so out of the blue you decide to do this?
You don't give a damn if Cordetto is angry at me. You're only concerned about yourself, so cut the bull. Something here that you've got to understand. Fate has been in control of this at every turn. Every time I came so close to telling Cordetto the truth, something would happen to stop me from telling him.
My God. My husband has a full-grown son. That's just starting to sink in.
I know that you thought you were going to give him his firstborn, and I'm so sorry that isn't true.
Well, I am sorry for Clint, that he was deprived of his son all these years, especially given how much he adores that boy. And I sincerely hope that once the shock wears off, they will both be thrilled by the news, because they both have a right to know immediately, tonight, in fact.
Vicky, you haven't thought this out. I have.
Oh, really, Maria? Come on! It's the truth, and it has to come out!
Oh, I have to stay awake. I have to tell Clint tonight that Cord is his son. He should know. He should know. Honey, we have to talk. It can't wait another day. Maria came to visit today.
Yes, and you seem jealous of her this afternoon, sweetheart. Shame on you. No, I love you.
Yes, but the thing is, she does have a right to your time and your attention. Because she's Cord's mother.
Of course she is, sweetheart. I know that.
But Clint, you're... Oh, Clint, Cord is not just a nice young man who works for us and who's a friend. Clint, he's your son.
So you're going to tell him that I knew who he was before I married him, huh? You'd really do that?
Tina, it is not my intention to break my son's heart. I only want to tell him the truth. He doesn't even think that I'm capable of lying to him. I mean, if he discovers that you've lied too...
Look, Maria, I love your son. I really, really do. And he loves me, and I will make him happy the rest of his life. I promise you I will. I swear it on everything sacred.
Oh, please. I mean, a part of me will always believe that the only thing sacred to you is money. Now, you didn't care about Cord's love or your love for him until you blackmailed Asa.
But I did that for Cord. How many times do I have to tell you?
You don't have to convince me. It's Cord you have to convince. Look, my son is not stupid. Now, maybe not tonight, but sooner or later, he's going to put all of this together. And there is always the possibility that Asa will tell him himself.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. This secret has got to come out, and your part in it, but not for me, because my burden is enough to bear.
Maria, you know Cord will forgive you. He will. And eventually he's going to understand what I did, too. I mean, he has a very big heart.
Oh, yes. And wouldn't you love to be pregnant when he finds out, just so you could really tie him down?
Okay, let's talk about Clint. Why don't we, huh? Isn't that why you want to tell Cordero tonight? So you can really tie down Clint?
I told you. I have no hidden desires for Clint Buchanan.
Yeah. And I suppose that I believe you just about as much as you believe me when I say that I blackmailed Asa Buchanan just for Cord. Excuse me. Hello?
Hi, gorgeous. You wearing that sexy negligee you were telling me about?
Yeah, I sure do.
And you got those satin sheets on the bed?
Yes, I do. And I've got your mother in the living room.
Oh yeah?
Let me talk to him, please. Cord?
Yeah, hi, Ma. How's it going?
Oh, fine. I'm waiting for you to get back here.
Oh, well, I was just calling to say that I was on my way home. What's up?
Cord, I have something very important to talk to you about.
Oh, sure. Well, I'll be home in about 15, 20 minutes, all right?
Good, I'll be waiting.
Kim, this is Clint. Are you awake? Kim? Kim, this is Clint.
Yes, Mr. Buchanan.
Kim, do you have Jessica with you?
No, she's in the nursery.
Kim, come to the nursery right away. Kim, she's not here, and she's not with Vicky. Now, where is my daughter?
I don't understand. We put her to bed 2 hours ago.
Did you turn the intercom off?
No, as a matter of fact, I made sure it was on.
Oh, my God. Kim, someone has taken her.
God, Kevin and Joey.
No, I checked on Kevin and Joey. They're fine. You go make sure that they're still asleep. I'm going to call the police and wake Vicky. Honey. Sweetheart.
Darling, coming to bed?
No, I'm not coming to bed.
I have to wake up because I've been dreaming about you. I've been having all these discussions
Sweetheart,
with you in my dreams.
honey.
What?
Look, you do have to wake up. We've got a nightmare on our hands. Jessica is missing. I've called the police, and they're on their way over here.
What do you mean she's missing? What's missing?
I went into the nursery 5 minutes ago. She's not in there. She's not here. She's not with Kim. She's not in the boys' room.
Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, she's somewhere in the house. It's a big house. You just haven't looked.
Honey, she's only a few days old. There's no way she could have gotten out of the crib by herself.
But she can't be missing.
Sweetheart, it looks like somebody has taken her.
Taken her? What do you mean, taken her?
She has been kidnapped, sweetheart. There is no other explanation.
No, it can't happen again. It can't happen!
My baby! Where's my baby? There might be fingerprints for the police.
This can't happen again. This cannot happen twice in a lifetime. God can't be that cruel. I went through this with Kevin.
I swear.
I want my
I swear
baby.
we'll get her back. We'll get her back.
No! No!
Harrison and Lieutenant Moore are here.
What happened?
I don't know. I was in my room watching television.
Sweetheart, look, the sooner we talk to the police, the sooner we'll get our baby back.
This lock hasn't been tampered with, Ray. Nope.
Ray, please, you took the baby. Please, you gotta find her. You gotta bring her back home safe.
With Cord so you can tell him. In private, okay? But you have to promise me that you're not going to tell him that Mitch Lawrence told me who he was before I agreed to marry him.
I said I wouldn't say anything more to shock him, didn't I?
All right, I'll wait in the bedroom. Okay, that way he can call me when he needs me, because believe me, he is going to need me.
Hello, ladies. Whoa, look at you.
Honey, you're home.
I tell you, that president on the board was so long-winded, just kept going on and on. Then I had to drop out of the band or drop the pictures off. What's the matter with you, Ma? You're not going to say hi, hello, give me a smile or anything?
Hello, honey bunch. You look exceptionally handsome tonight.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I tell you, this is real nice coming home to my two favorite ladies in the whole world. You two have a nice visit while I was out?
Oh, very nice, thank you.
Yes, we sure did.
Good. Ma, did Tina tell you that she and I have decided to have a baby?
Yes. Cordero, I really have something very important that I have to talk to you about.
Sure, Ma. Hold on, let me get that. Yo. What? Yeah. Lord, any idea what... Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. I'm Steve over at the Banner. Vicky and Clint's baby was kidnapped tonight.
I know you're not in that grave, Mitch Lawrence. You're miles beneath the earth in hell. But since this is as close as I can get to you, I want you to see what I am holding in my arms. This is the newborn baby of Victoria and Clint Buchanan. Mission accomplished. And now I want you to listen to me while I tell you what I'm going to do with her. Because in your arrogance, you forgot to tell me what you wanted. Or maybe you died before you had a chance to plan it. So I've decided to take her home. I'm going to sneak her back in the way I took her out. And she's going to be reunited with her family. And she's going to live happily ever after. While you rot in hell. Who on earth would want to kidnap that little baby?
I can only think of one person, and he's dead.
It's got to be some lunatic thinking about the ransom money is all.
Do they have any clues?
No. Steve said that the police were headed over to Landfair. That's all he knew after Clint called.
Well, we have to do something.
Honey, there's nothing we can do right now except maybe go over there and give them some moral support. Why don't you go change, huh?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Clint must be destroyed.
Ma, you want to come along with us?
Well, of course. No, I don't think it would be right, Court.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't go too, huh?
No, you go. You must. I know Clint needs you. I'm positive he would want you there.
Man, this is so unreal. I can't even imagine what they must be feeling right now.
I can. To lose a child is...
I wonder, why would anyone do this? Why does anyone want to hurt us now?
I don't know, but the police will find her. They'll rescue her. They'll bring her home.
Will they?
Yes, of course, Vicky. Vicky, that you have to have faith. That stupid, greedy, mean person, whoever did this, they're not going to harm her. You'll see, they're not. They just took her so that they could get money, and they'll bring her back.
Maybe. We don't know that, though. Maybe.
Please, Vicky, you got to think positive, please.
Seems that every time we get our lives together, something terrible happens. I really thought nothing worse could happen, but it has.
Vicky, you have to have faith. You have to believe in God, and you have to believe that God is not going to let anybody harm little Jessica. He won't let them harm Clint's firstborn.
Oh, I forgot. It's nothing. It's nothing important now. Nothing seems very important now. Except that I still have Kevin and Joey. Thank God they're safe. I mean, they could have taken all three of them, and then I'd have nothing to live for at all. I'd have absolutely nothing.
Vicky, I have to insist that you take a sedative now so that you could sleep a little bit. Otherwise, you're not going to last the night, sweetheart.
It seems like it's been ages already. It's only been a couple of hours. It's too long. Damn it, it's too long.
Has just confirmed Jeannie Johnson's story. She called the Lambview Cab Company to pick her up at the Vernon Inn at 8:15 p.m. The driver waited outside and returned her to the inn before 9.
Jeannie Johnson didn't do it. You are spinning your wheels by even checking her out.
Clint, we know our job, huh?
The driver and Jeannie are being questioned to see if they noticed anyone in the area with a baby or anything that struck them as unusual.
Rafe, look. Kim was watching television. Vicky was napping. Now, Jeannie Johnson left here just before I came home. That means that this thing had to happen sometime after 7 o'clock when Kim and Vicky put Jessica to bed, and sometime before 8:30 when Jeannie Johnson got here.
So far, it looks that way.
Yes, but I'm talking about what might be an hour and a half's head start. You guys are combing the immediate neighborhood. You should be setting up roadblocks.
Clint, we've alerted the state police and the feds. Now, what about your father? Does he know?
Of course not. I didn't call anybody except you guys.
Well, Asa needs to know in case the kidnappers decide to call him for ransom instead of you.
I never thought of that. They could do that, couldn't they? Lieutenant, you go up to the nursery and help Russ. If there's a single shred of evidence up there, find it. Will do?
What the hell are you doing? Put the phone down!
Calm down. I was just going to call headquarters to make sure we can record all incoming calls.
Who said I want you to?
Clint, you're a little too shook up to think right now. That's our job.
Lieutenant, what if the kidnapper finds out that there's a tap on his phone?
They won't know.
Can you guarantee that?
Buchanan, young couple outside, claim to be relatives.
Yeah, they're relatives.
Clint.
Hi, we just heard, Clint. We just rushed over to see if we could help.
Help? Yeah, you can come in and sit down and help us be helpless.
Oh, where's Vicky?
She's upstairs. Wanda's with her.
Any leads yet?
No, there's no leads. There's not even any suspicions.
Look, I'm going to go on up and talk to Vicky.
Yeah, right. You know, there hasn't even been any phone calls about a ransom.
I figured by now. Clint, what do you think this means?
I don't know.
Now, look, they're probably just trying to make you sweat this one out, you know, so that when they ask for $1 million, you're just not going to hesitate. You're just going to hand it over.
Who's hesitating? Who the hell is hesitating? You think we care how much you're asking for? They're not asking. I'm sorry, Cord. I've been yelling at everybody all day.
Don't worry about it. That's why I'm Clint. Let's go upstairs and check out the nursery. Okay. If that phone rings, we'll pick it up on an extension.
Yeah.
Now listen, huh? You can yell at me all night if you want to.
I just got to try and hold it all together for Vicky and for nobody else.
Come on. Vicky is upstairs and she's being well taken care of. You and I are the only ones here right now. So if you just want to let loose for a little bit, that's fine. In fact, I think it might be a good idea.
She's a baby, for God's sake. She's a helpless, defenseless, totally vulnerable little human being. Baby.
I'll go get you a cup of nice herb tea. I bet you could use that.
I'm sorry, I can't seem to control myself.
Oh, no, of course you can't. I mean, who could?
It's just that it doesn't seem very fair to Clint. I mean, he's downstairs talking to the police, and I should be helping him, but it's so unexpected. I mean, never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined this.
Vicky, you'll get her back. You will. I know that I feel it in every bone in my body. You will. That little girl will not be hurt.
I'm trying very hard to believe that, too, but I tell you, every minute it gets harder and harder.
Kevin, I heard noises, and I looked out the window, and there was a police car.
Kevin, there's been a robbery in the neighborhood. Somebody took something very important, and that's why the police are here to come and check it out.
What house? What got stolen?
Well, I think you'll have to wait till tomorrow morning to get all the details from your father. All right, but everything is going to be just fine. It's going to be okay.
Are you okay, Mom?
Yeah, your mom just has a bad headache. A real bad headache, and I was going to help her into bed before Cord and I left, but you know what? Maybe I should tuck you in, huh? You think you'll be able to sleep now that you know everything's okay?
Yeah. I'm kind of sleepy. Good night, Mom.
Good night, my darling. I love you. I love you.
Here, Kevin, I'll tuck you in.
Okay.
Thank you.
But with this window either.
All right, I'm going to head back down.
Rafe, have you found out anything yet?
Not yet. Now, please, don't touch anything in here.
Hey, look at this.
What do you got?
Looks like strands of red hair caught in the mobile.
This could be a break.
Mrs. Roberts, something you want to report?
Oh, no, Jessica. We've already discovered that you're gone. I can't take you back now. Oh, my God, the police are everywhere. I can't take you back, Jessica. I could go to the police and say that I kidnapped you, and then I'd be arrested. Or, oh, I can't leave you in the streets. I never wanted to do this, Jessica. This is not my fault. Ah, but they'll never understand that. They won't believe it was Mitch. Sweetie. Jessica, honey, I don't know what you want. Yes, I do. You want your mommy. How about some music, huh, honey? How's that? Oh, Jessie, I can't take you home now. I just can't.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin. The state police have set up a dragnet in and around Llanview in the aftermath of the Buchanan baby kidnapping.
Oh, my God. Oh, well, will the police be looking for you in New Jersey, too, Jessica?
You haven't said a word since we left Landfair.
I know, I guess it just hurts too much.
Yeah, I know. Look, I guess I better give my mom a call and tell her... Tell her what? That there's no news? Do you know what you wanted to talk to me about before? What was so important?
Well, I don't think it was very important. Nothing was very important compared to this.
No, I guess not.
Of course, honey. Honey, before you talk to your mom, I have to talk to you about something. I mean, I hate even thinking about this, but I can't get it out of my mind.
Sure, honey, what is it?
Do you remember when I told you about that red-haired lady that I saw at the nursery?
Yeah.
Well, we were at Landfair. I went into Jessica's room, and these detectives were in there. They were trying to get evidence, right? And they found some strands of red hair in the crib.
Really?
Yeah, so all I could think of was that red-haired lady, and all I could think about was Nicky Smith, too.
Oh, Tina, now come on.
I know. That's why I didn't say anything to him.
Tina, you know what you're saying here? Now, come on. There is no way that Vicky would do something like this to her own baby.
Beth, you don't understand. This is a whole other personality.
It doesn't make any difference, Tina. Look, Vicky is very happy right now, and nothing would make her flip out enough to become Nicky Smith and do something like this.
You're right. You're right. Nothing would make her change.
Now, look, I want you to go to the police, and I want you to tell them about this woman you saw, but I do not want you to say a word about Nicky Smith. You got me?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I find out for sure that those red hairs do not belong to a red wig.
I'm starting to feel so guilty.
Guilty? Why?
Because I was here, and I somehow let this happen.
Honey. Look, I can say I shouldn't have gone to New York. Or I shouldn't have stopped to fix a sandwich. Let's not compound this with guilt, okay? Because this is all gonna end. It will, and it's gonna have a happy ending.
Okay.
I know I haven't waited this long for my own child to have it end in tragedy. Yes?
Excuse me, Clint, Phil needs to see you downstairs.
What happened, Rafe?
Just some questions about the household staff.
But they didn't do it.
Vicky, nobody broke in. Someone used keys. We have to investigate the servants.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Vicky, I'm so sorry. When the call came through, I went rushing into Sammy's room and picked her up. How could something like this happen?
I don't understand how the world works anymore, Rafe. I just keep praying you'll find her in time.
We will. I can feel it. They're not going to harm Jessica because they want the ransom. She can't identify them, so there's no worry on that account. Would you like Delilah to come over and keep you company?
No. Wanda's here and Kim's here. Actually, I really would like to be alone, if that's all right. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Son? You know, I was just thinking, we got one of the finest police forces in the country here. Things are going to be all right. They're going to find that child before we know it.
I just can't believe this has happened, Paul. I mean, somebody comes in our own home and steals our baby.
I feel for you, son. I don't know, but deep in my heart, I just feel that somebody's going to walk in that door with Jessica Ann.
I haven't been able to leave this telephone. And have you seen Vicky? I mean, that poor woman. We're both half out of our minds.
Vicky is, she's upstairs. They gave her something to relax. Wanda's with her, so you don't have to worry how she's managing. Clint, you gotta find some faith.
Faith in what?
Faith in the fact that your beautiful baby is going to be the center of your life for as long as you live. Bouncing, jumping, kissing, hugging.
I wish I could believe that, Paul.
Oh, you've got to. You've got to have positive thoughts. All my people at the mansion are practically damn near wired to the phone. When that ransom call comes, we'll get it.
I appreciate everything you're doing.
I just wish there was more I could do, but I'll tell you, whatever they want, I don't care if I have to bust every bank in Texas, they're going to get their money.
Clint, excuse me, the feds are going to be here any minute. Now, I need to know if you changed your mind about the tracers on the phones. They have technicians who are ready to install the equipment if you'll just give the okay.
Clint, you didn't tell them not to.
Paul, I don't want the kidnapper to not bring her back.
Clint, the kidnapper is going to think there are devices or traces on it, whether you do it or don't.
All right, Rafe, go ahead. I just wish that damn phone would ring.
Mrs. Sanders, how are you?
I'm sorry I'm late. I've been trying to get out from a mountain of paperwork.
No problem. I know how busy you are. Would you like something to drink?
Coffee will be fine, thanks. Recharge my batteries.
I can't tell you how grateful I am you're taking my case.
Don't be grateful. Be innocent. Now, there are things that happen that you may have neglected to mention, little details that you may have thought were too small, and I have to know everything.
Would you like to start from the beginning or ask questions?
No, I'd like to start with what's on your mind first. Who do you think might have hidden that tape in your room?
Somebody who was out to get me.
Yes, but who?
To tell you the truth, no one. I mean, if I have any enemies, it's news to me.
I can believe that. However, somebody out there doesn't like you. Now, tell me a little bit more about Susan Bates. Did something happen between the two of you that isn't in the statement you gave the police?
Nothing. I told them the whole story.
Dan, I don't want any surprises in court. There's no time to recover.
I swear, it's the truth. I saw Susan once in my life. That was when I visited her at the prison, and then never again.
All right. Then let's go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me step by step what you did the night of the murder.
All right. I went to a homecoming party for Vicky Buchanan with my father, and then we had a sort of fight, and I left.
What sort of fight?
Well, my father thinks I should be seeing other people besides Allison Perkins. I told him my private life is none of his business, and then I left to pick up Allison.
Isn't Allison supposed to be here tonight?
Yes, that's what she said, but she's late. I don't know where she is.
canceled my bridge game because you sounded frazzled.
Thank you, Mom. It's good to see you.
Well, don't stand out in the cold, Allison. Come in and have some hot tea and some freshly baked cookies. Well, come on over here and sit down and tell me why, after all these months, that you deigned to call your mother.
I don't blame you for being angry.
Oh. Is that my little girl speaking or the mouthpiece of the messenger of God?
I'm really sorry for everything that's happened.
I really didn't think that a child of mine would behave like that. Well, now that we both know that you aren't here because you missed your dear old mom, why are you here?
I need your help.
Well, I figured that already.
Well, there was no one else that I could turn to.
Oh. First you were Daddy's little girl, and then you were the Coke freak's little girl. And so why do you suddenly need Mama?
I have always loved you, Mom.
You could have fooled me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. At the time of the divorce, your father said that my tongue was like that of a rattler, and I suppose at that time it was. Of course I love you. How can I help you?
Take care of the baby.
Who might have seen you there?
Well, you don't really see other people, just other cars. I mean, it's a hilltop that overlooks town, and kids go there to, they park there and, yeah,
No.
okay.
No.
Well, Allison and I went there to talk, and she was really upset about losing that charm from her bracelet.
Now, both of you felt it was important enough, that charm, for you to go back to a deserted building and break into it to find it again. What was so special?
It was a little gold heart her mother gave her. It really meant a lot to her, and we figured it fell off earlier at the backstreet bar.
I've never been to this place before. How's the food? It's supposed to be great. That's even better knowing my nephew's picking up the tab.
Well, we haven't had a chance to talk since I got off the boat. I figured it was about time.
That's what I like about this place. The classy clientele that attracts, huh?
What a surprise.
Well, Dan is a lucky man having your mother represent him,
You think she's really that good?
Aggressive is more of the word. You should have seen her with Dorian. I mean, if Dan has any hopes of getting off, your mother is the best chance he's got.
Well, unfortunately, it's good for Dan, but it turns out to be lousy for Dad.
I don't follow.
Politics. Judith Sanders, the super achiever. Suddenly she'll be getting all those headlines, which makes my dad sort of look like a dilettante.
Well, I didn't know he was getting ready to wheel the bandwagon back in.
Well, that's what it looks like.
Well, of course, your grandmother has always thought that he belongs in the U.S. Senate, hasn't she? I don't suppose she has anything to do with this new campaign?
Well, no one said anything to me about it, but why else would Dad be moving back into Graham's estate?
Maybe Mrs. Graham's cooking.
She's not even going to be there. I mean, she always leaves for Europe for the winter.
Oh, I forgot about that, yes. The opera in Italy, the theater in London.
Meanwhile, Dad will have the house stuffed with servants to entertain and impress all the movers and shakers in town.
Do fancy houses win elections? Now, that's a good question. Maybe. Your dad's never been much interested in the blue-collar vote, though. I don't think he even knows that there is such a thing as the working class.
You never have cared for him much, but don't underestimate Dad when he wants something. And he wants to be called Senator Sanders. Did you see him on Dorian Lord's talk show?
No, because I didn't even know that he and Dorian knew each other. She must have been thrilled, though.
Well, the show got a lot of publicity. She can't be unhappy about that.
Where the heck is Allison? I really wanted you to hear from her about why we went to the bar to look at that apartment.
There was an apartment behind the bar?
Yeah, but separate. I didn't hear that it looked too nice, but the price was right. So, and we got there and the door was unlocked. And who should we run into but a real estate agent who was showing the place to Jamie.
By Jamie?
Well, yeah, didn't he mention it?
No, I didn't know he was there.
Baby. What baby?
In that box, under a little blanket.
My God, Allison, where did you get this baby?
Oh, it's a long story. See, a friend of mine, I offered to babysit, and then she got into a terrible accident, and now I don't know what to do with the baby.
Well, of course you know what to do. You give the baby to its father, or to a relative, or to an institution that's geared to take care of this kind of thing.
She didn't have any relatives. She was an unwed mother.
Well, so you give it to a foundling home. They'll take care of it until the mother's okay.
I thought that you could take care of it.
Oh, for how long?
I don't know. I don't know how long my friend's going to be in the hospital.
That could be weeks or months. Be serious.
I have never been more serious in my life.
Well, now, you just wait a minute here, Allison. I have my own life now, such as it is, and it does not include feedings and diapers.
Mom,
and...
please. A foundling home, it would be way too impersonal. This baby is used to having her mother dote on her. It would make the separation much worse if I had to tell my friend that her daughter was being taken care of someone who had never even been a mother before, who didn't know how to love her child.
Oh, and you figure that's me?
I know that's you.
Well, I happen to know that it is too. But you were my baby. I mean, you were my genes. You were my hope for the future, and your father's too, I suppose. Until he had to go out and find a younger version of me who was prettier and...
Mom, if you could just take it until I could make other arrangements.
No. I am not going to start over again at my age. I have a life here, such as it is, but it's mine. I play bridge on Monday. On Tuesday, I play golf. On Friday nights, we have bowling league. And I'm always hoping that there is some Mr. Wonderful sitting in a bowling lane just waiting for me. Now, you just take your friend's kid and you go home.
Please, Mom, I am begging you. I am at my wit's end. If you will just take care of it for 1 or 2 days.
You sound desperate.
I am desperate.
Allison, is this your baby?
Clint. Oh, Asa. Wanted. I came as soon as I heard. Those cops are tough out there. They wanted my press pass, photo ID, and driver's license.
Yeah, well, we should have had that a couple of hours ago. It might have made things a little easier. I mean, why didn't we have security when we brought that baby home?
Clint, I want you to know I'll do anything in the world to help find Jessica.
Thanks, Tom. I had no idea something like this was going to happen.
The newspapers, anything you want done, there, I'll handle it, okay? Just say the word, I'll take care of it.
Tom, I don't know my own name at this point. I don't have the vaguest idea what to do. I know what you can do, Tom.
Yeah, just say the word.
I'm going to head back to the mansion to get my folks in gear. I've got helicopters, a couple of planes, and manpower, security, and I want them ready to move on a dime. I'd like you to stay here with Clint.
You got it.
When those phones start to ring, I want you to get in the extension and back Clint up. I mean, get the instructions clearly. I mean, where the drop is or everything. Because he is in no great shape right now.
I can understand that. Don't worry about it. I'll be here, okay?
There are no words, son.
You're here, Pa, and that means a lot. There's nothing anybody can do.
She's coming home. Hold on to that.
I'm trying. It's the hardest damn thing I've been through in my life, Pa.
Asa, don't worry, okay? I'll keep an eye on him.
My boy's broken heart. It's cracking up inside my chest. Where is that little baby, huh?
There are prescriptions.
Right down to the bottom.
Don't you think you've had enough to drink?
Time out. No, I'm going to have another one on. There.
You know, Pam, give me the bottle. Drowning your sorrows in champagne isn't going to solve anything.
Oh, if I'm going to drown, I might as well drown in champagne instead of club soda. You No, you should have talked to Asa by now.
Oh, the detective?
No, don't you dare dignify him like that. He's what did you call him? He's the dirty shoe, the guy downstairs who was spying on us. You know, by now they probably even have drilled a hole way up in the ceiling and they're watching us. Hello? Hello?
The word is gumshoe, and yes, anything's possible.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, I would be a lot happier if Asa would just burst in the door and do what he was supposed to do.
Supposed to do? Pam, does this dinner have anything to do with friendship?
Oh, friendship is a big part of it.
Oh, I get it. The other part of this, you wanted Asa to come bursting through that door like some enraged bull.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, I
You wanted him
did.
to drag you off to his cave?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Or better still, maybe he should have gotten down on his hands and knees, begged you to come back. You're taunting him, Pam, and I'll tell you something else. I don't like it, because you're using me as a pawn.
The hell are you doing? Nobody's paying you to read my mail.
It's a filthy little habit of mine. Occupational hazard.
It's not even open. What good does it do you?
You'd be surprised what you can learn. You know, you're on every sucker list in the charity business.
Once you get on the bloodsuckers list, I don't let go. Now, what do you want?
About your wife.
What about my wife?
Look, I have followed gals like her for years. You know, it's women who fool around, some casual, some serious, but your lady, your lady is something new to me.
Look, stop dancing around. In what way?
Miss Pamela didn't give a damn about who saw her. And as a matter of fact, it was almost as if she wanted to make sure that every person in that lobby saw exactly what she was doing.
What in hell was she doing?
Taking Pete O'Neill up to her suite in the Vernon Inn, ordering a nice little dinner, you know, champagne.
Whoa, whoa. Why? Wow. Why now? I mean, doesn't that woman know? You know, my grandchild was kidnapped tonight. And that woman picks the night to cheat on me. I have more important things to do than chase after that damn woman. I have got to find a baby.
Look, don't worry about the lady. I just dropped by to let you know that we got the entire situation under control.
Damn it, just do it. Just watch your every move.
All right, whatever you say, Mr. B.
Get the hell out of here. Pamela, how could you?
I believe I have a question on the floor. Is this your baby?
I never could put anything over on you, could I?
Oh, now don't make me crazy with a crazy question. Is that thing in the blanket my grandchild?
Yes.
A boy or a girl?
Girl.
Who's the father?
Mitch Lawrence.
Oh, my God, no wonder you're so proud. What's my grandchild's name?
Nancy. Well, I brought some of her formula. It's the kind that you can get at the White's drugstore down the corner. And I brought some bottles and some of her things to last for a little while, and I could give you some money for anything else that she might need.
Allison, the sensible thing here is to take the baby back to the hospital nursery. Well, I assume that's where she came from.
No, I gave birth in my hotel room. I had a midwife there. I didn't want anybody to know.
My God, Allison, why didn't you call me if there was ever a... Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, really. I'm a little bit mixed up, but physically I'm okay.
You have really been through it, haven't you? Well, we've got a little problem here.
It won't be a problem if I just have a chance to pull myself together.
Oh, well, the way you've been going, it may be a very long pull.
Mom, please don't start.
Against my better judgment, I will keep this baby for a couple of days until you get your life straightened out and make proper arrangements for the baby. Now, since this is my grandchild, I want to be assured that they are proper arrangements.
They will be proper arrangements, I promise.
You have a job?
Yes, I'm a nurse's aide at Lambview Hospital.
Well, that baby is going to need full-time care.
Of course.
Can you afford it?
I'll manage.
I'll help any way I can.
I think I'll be able to get it all together.
Why do I feel you're holding something back?
I'm not. I love you, okay?
Okay. Are you, now, can I still reach you at that Waterside Inn? Are you still there?
Yep. Now, listen, Mom, I gotta be getting back to work because I'm on the night shift tonight, and I have a lot of things to do. You're the best.
Well, I'm all you have.
You're still the best.
Take care of yourself.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Dan, what am I supposed to think about this? We have gone over the story of your movements on the day of the murder at least 3 times, and now I find out that Jamie met you at the backstreet bar.
I just didn't think it was that important. I would have told you if I was convinced this thing was going to trial.
Well, from where I'm sitting, this very well could go to trial. What do you expect me to do, defend you in the dark? This is very important. Do you understand that?
I think I do, yes.
Establishing the fact of where you were before the murder is a perfect justification for why you went back to look for the charm.
I know all that. The truth is, Jamie didn't want me to say anything unless I really had to.
Why?
Beats me. Maybe he didn't want anyone to know about the deal until something came of it.
I think we're going to have to find out about this.
Hello, Judith. Dan, how's the defense coming?
Just fine, except I happen to be a little confused about my son. Jamie, Dan just told me about...
Yeah, I know. I ran into him and Allison at the backstreet bar.
Now, what in the devil were you doing there, Jamie?
This was the afternoon that Susan Bates was killed. It also happens to be the bar where, if Dorian Lord is half right, Warden McFadden was running a crack manufacturing plant with convict labor. Now, what on earth were you doing there?
What does anyone do with a real estate agent? I was looking at the property. All I saw was some rundown dump, a lot of dust, but no body.
Well, Jimmy, what did you want with a place like that?
I just asked the real estate agent about a little speculating that I wanted to do, and so he showed me the back street.
Why didn't you tell me this? It puts a whole new light on Dan's defense, and it could have saved him a lot of anxiety.
Mrs. Sanders, don't be angry with Jamie. I could have told you myself the first time we talked.
You both have me baffled. Jamie, I want an answer to that question.
There's nothing to tell. I walked in there, we looked around for 2 seconds, and walked out again.
So you didn't invest in it?
No way. I told Dan I didn't want you and Dad getting involved and my having to answer a lot of questions. When and if the time came that I needed to testify, I would have come forward.
Well, you can start testifying right now. For instance, I need the name of the real estate agent.
What for?
For the subpoena.
You know your mother, Jamie. She likes to prepare for any and all eventualities.
And that's fine by me.
Dan Wallet?
Yeah, right here. Telephone over here at the bar. Thank you. I'll be right back. Hello?
Dan, hi, it's me, Allison.
Allison, where are you? We've been waiting for you.
I'm so sorry. I had to stop by my father's, and we got to talking, and before I knew it, it was almost midnight. I'm really sorry.
All right, well, are you going to come down?
Yeah, I'll be there definitely as soon as I can.
Okay, good. I'll be waiting.
You know, Tom, a fella goes through life and he finds himself giving up some of his hopes and dreams because he realizes that some of those just aren't going to come true. But you know, having a child of my own was one dream I just never could turn loose of. And when Vicky became pregnant, I thought, this is it, you know? The gods are smiling on me. And there was nothing left for me to ask for, because there was nothing else I wanted. You know, I was complete.
Why don't you can I have that again, all right? As soon as Jessica gets back. Now, you gotta keep that hope, got it? Keep that hope.
Boy, that gets just a little harder and harder. When the minutes go by and there's no contact. I've got to talk to those federal agents. I mean, there's got to be some kind of a pattern to something like this. Somebody has got to be able to make some sense.
Clint, now listen to me a minute, will you? You know, I covered a kidnapping down in El Paso once. And when they got the child back, right, and they caught the kidnappers admitted that they purposely held back on making the demands. Yeah, they even missed meetings that they had arranged. Why? You want to know why? Because that was as part of their tactic, you see. That was to keep the psychological pressure on the family. That's all it says. How cold-blooded can people be?
I mean, how can they do such a thing? Forget Vicky. Forget me. But a baby, Tom. I mean,
I know.
Baby.
I know, Clint, yeah. But see, look, I agree with your father. This is money. Just money, that's all. Pure and simple. And they know. Now, Clint, listen to me. They know to pull this thing off. They've got to keep the child safe and sound.
Oh, Tom, they don't have to do any such thing. They can do anything they want to with that baby. They don't have to keep her safe and sound. They just got to make us believe that she's safe and sound.
Clint, the Lieutenant Moore's here.
Along with federal agents Jenkins and Slovak. Mr. Buchanan, if you can just give us a few minutes, we can set up our equipment.
Gentlemen. How you doing? Glad to meet you. Both of you. Is there any word?
No, not yet. Sorry. We have a telephone recorder we'd like to install.
Go right ahead, I guess. Sooner the better.
Rafe Garrison is over at your father's house with another agent and some other technical people. Just thought you'd like to know that.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
How do you go about tracing the phone call?
Oh, the phone company does that for us. They pick up on our signal while we're recording, and they run a trace.
Everybody's working on this one, Mr. Buchanan.
Well, come on. Don't I deserve a straight answer?
Yes, you do. You are very sweet to me. You deserve an answer.
Well, what am I doing up here?
Having dinner.
You've already had dinner.
No, but you haven't.
Oh, I see. Then this is all just about dinner.
Wait a minute, Pete. I thought you and I had an understanding with each other about this.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder.
No, wait. All I wanted to do was to have a nice, quiet dinner with a friend, and we did.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful.
Uh-huh. That part of it was fine. Except Asa threw the monkey work, the wrench into it. He didn't come bursting through the door.
No, I thought Asa would do something.
Let me tell you, he would, too, in a minute if he thought you were having an affair. That's what you wanted him to think, isn't it?
No, yes. Stop it, Pete. You're confusing. Will you please just sit down? I am going to have another glass.
No, you've had enough to drink.
No, Pete.
Take it from an expert. You've had enough to drink. Now, you talk to me. What exactly was it you wanted Asa to think?
All right. I wanted him to think that you and I were sleeping together. And then I wanted him to come in and see that we were just having a nice, civilized dinner together and realize how foolish all this jealousy has been.
Lady, I don't believe how selfish you are. Don't you understand?